Hi.
How you doing?
Great, great. You?
I'm good. We pineapple good. I'm fucking it up.
I hear it. Can I ask for like some elaboration on this?
What you mean?
I men call it masculinity, but it's really just daddy issues. What do you mean?
That's not clear.
No.
What part of it is confusing? What the masculinity part?
Yeah. What part of masculinity is daddy issues?
All right. So which masculinity is?
I feel like that's more of something you would elaborate on.
So instead of me giving you the answer, I'm gonna show you how to use context clues to use your own critical analytical thinking to get to the answer. So when you're a man, is that are you a man? Am I perceiving you to be a man and be correct, or is
Yeah,
not?
yeah, yeah.
So are you masculine at all?
I mean, I guess I would think I am. Yeah.
Are you guess? Not a little no confidence there, but how does your masculinity show up? How does it present itself?
The fact I'm able to take care of myself, have a deep, nice voice, pretty tall, got a nice frame. I don't know. Things like that. Take care of my family.
You go to the gym?
I work out, yeah.
Yeah, okay. So, how tall are you?
6 foot.
All right, so you 5'10". How do you feel about women who are 5'10", or women who are 6 foot?
I'm sorry, what? You've had like this weird hostility towards me. All I did, I just wanted a little bit of elaboration on what
I'm
the.
not
Huh?
feeling calm down. It's
Well,
okay.
I said I was 6 foot. You just said, well, you're 5'10",
No,
and
it's
then when
okay.
I asked for elaboration, you were like, well, let me
Calm
teach you how to
down.
use context clues to get to the answer. I'm
Relax.
just like,
Relax,
I
sir.
wonder what's going on.
Calm down. Men typically lie about their height. Y'all can't help it. It's fine.
I have no reason to lie to you. I don't even know who you are.
I mean, technically you don't, but that's not gonna change the fact that you will. See what I'm
But I don't know
saying?
who you are. I don't know what you look
I don't
like.
know
And like,
you.
there's no reason for me to lie to you about my height.
It don't make sense. You're right.
It seems okay. From my small interaction with you, it seems like you just have trust issues.
No.
Because in our small interaction, I've been very cordial with you. I have not assaulted you in any way.
Let me show
You've
you.
come
Let
at
me
me
show you.
host.
Hold
You
up.
come at me hostile. You've come at me
Let me
saying
show
that
you.
I'm
Look.
lying to you for
Look.
no reason.
Now let
It
me show
just
you.
seems like you have trust issues.
I'm gonna show you real quick. I'm gonna do a poll for y'all in here. If you ever heard that men lie and say they 2 inches taller than they are, put smiley face emoji.
I'm sure people do lie about their height. That's whatever.
No. Because you saying I'm being hostile, I want to show you something. Because it's not
You
hostile.
were.
If y'all never heard of that, you can just put a crying face emoji. But if you heard of that before, put a smiley face emoji. Because it's typical for men to lie and say they're 2 inches taller. Right. And the fact you to take that and sound being hostile is wild. I would say your reaction to that was a little wild.
Oh, I said you're being hostile because you just assumed that I was lying and said I was some other height.
I asked you first of all, sir. I asked you, were you a man?
Hmm.
You validated it with you a man, correct?
All right.
Salutations.
Hold on, did you come to secretary? I'm still talking. Hold on. After that,
Somebody
you
just
say,
invited me. I did not request.
I don't know who invited you. I see you accepted the invitation, but hold up. So some people
And
have.
there go another person.
Are you the narrator?
I bet you she lies about her weight and her dress size.
I mean, maybe. I don't know. But I would like for her to explain this hostility.
But see how you got a little kiki from that?
It was
Very
funny.
interesting.
She lies with the
Um,
makeup she puts on. She lies about
if
that.
if you keep interrupting, I'm about to drop you. I don't want to have to drop you because it's not that what you're saying. I don't want you to.
You can drop
It's
me.
just
My
that
phone got
interrupting. Hold up, wait your turn, okay? I'll give y'all a round of circle jerking. Hold up.
my phone just got 18 pounds heavier.
All right, okay, sir. I can see your profile picture. Cut it out. All right.
You look
So you
Christian's
say,
profile picture.
all
You
right,
got the pink
sir,
hat on.
sir.
Let's go.
I'm sorry. Do you care about the height thing, or you want to talk about him?
I would really rather you just answer my original question. What
I'm
does this
trying to get to that. I'm trying to. They keep interrupting, but I can't get to that if you want to talk to the person that's interrupting. That means you don't give a fuck about the
She
conversation.
thinking about her next meal, bro. That's
And
all
I
she
can
thinking
move
about.
on
I
to
was
you.
just commenting. I thought he looked nice in his PFP. I thought he looked nice.
I know I look nice. She just mad because she got to zoom the picture like the phone about like 5 feet away just to get her whole face in the picture. Talking about some height.
She's so sassy. Oh my god, she's actually hilarious. Look at what she changed the picture
One
to. Come
one thing
on.
I hate is a big bitch with a active mouth. You know, put that effort into like to a calorie deficit or like a workout plan or some shit.
Jeez. Anyway, Miss Tara, could you please answer my question? What
She
what
can, bro.
about
She whipping
masculinity?
up a sandwich.
What about the masculinity presents itself as daddy issues, or vice versa?
Thank you, Smoker. Smoker. Look at all these. Look at all these.
I don't want to interrupt.
Look at all these women with no men and no husband
Yeah, I'm
talking
done.
about circle jerk.
Now, I think G, are you, hold up, Chance, are you saying you're not consenting and he forcing it on you?
One thing they don't do is jerk off men. That's for sure. They single. They got that rose on the charger. Make sure that rose plugged in.
Just let me know. All right, you can mute up now because we were trying to have a conversation before you came in here. If you want to circle jerk with this man and he consents to it, then we support the circle jerk, okay? Otherwise, don't interrupt. That's rude. What was you saying, Chance? Hold up, G. You got it. Hold up. Calm down. You already got one off.
Yeah, so I just want a little elaboration on what you mean by this prompt.
Yeah, we was trying to get there. So your idea of masculinity, and I was trying to ask, how would you feel about a woman being 5'10", right? Because women, you said
I
being
dated a girl that was
self-sufficient.
5'10".
Sir, 5'8", whatever you said, right? A woman being self-sufficient, a woman like going to the gym, like those things are not specific to men only, but those are things you attribute to masculinity because it's the way that you are like validating that you are this man that your father would essentially approve of.
I don't
I'm
think
saying like your presentation of masculinity is what you is linked to your daddy issues.
yeah, well, I don't have daddy issues, but I don't think that a woman being
How do you
masculine
feel about
is a
your
bad
daddy?
thing.
How do you feel about your daddy?
I love my dad, but I don't see how a woman
How do
also
you feel about
possessing.
him?
Probably didn't have a dad.
Hold on.
Hold
One
up,
quick
G.
second.
Hold up.
One quick
G
second.
wants to interrupt for the circle jerk. Do you want to
She
engage in
probably,
the
Nah,
circle?
I'm not talking to G.
she
But
probably didn't have a
so
dad.
what,
Right,
what I
G, he
was
didn't consent, sir. We
what I was
believe
saying
in
was
consent,
what I
sir.
was saying was a woman possessing the traits that I would consider masculine doesn't seem anything. Doesn't seem like anything to me.
Bro, don't even interact with these
G,
age
he
grade
just said
people
he
about
didn't
religious
consent.
things.
This is not
She just
cool.
got a whole bunch
G,
of single, irrelevant ass.
he said he didn't consent. G, don't force
She
it
just
with
got
him.
irrelevant women here supporting her with some bullshit ass fucking.
Chance, do you want to engage in the circle jerk? Because he wants it badly.
I'd rather just have the one-on-one conversation.
All right, G, if you could mute up, like, hold up for a second, okay? What I'm saying is those same traits when women demonstrate, it's like she'll be considered masculine or it's like a negative thing, right? The traits that men deem for themselves, if women show those traits, and like it's seen as a negativity, right? But the masculine traits can show up in anybody. Feminine traits, they just fucking traits. We just put labels on them.
Yeah, for sure. I don't inherently disagree with that. I want to know because
My question
you
is, how
asked
do you feel
about
about
you
your
asked
mother?
one second. Just let me get done. Let me get done with this thought. You asked me about my definition of masculinity and how I define it, what it means to me. And then you said
We're gonna
women
come
can
full
fit it as
circle.
then you said women can fit it as well. I don't disagree that women can fit it as
Yeah, I
well.
know,
I
but I was
don't
gonna
think that
come
that's a
full
bad
circle on the
thing.
point.
Oh,
I
okay.
wasn't finished. That's why I asked you, how do you feel about your mother?
I love my mom.
Okay. When it comes to like, did you grow up in a two-parent household?
Yeah, but I was raised by my grandparents.
Okay. So who do you consider the better parent, your mother or your father?
What would be a better parent?
Well, sometimes men have
Bro,
this.
don't engage in these bullshit ass questions, bro.
It's cool, bro. It's cool.
Don't
It's cool.
engage
It's
with
cool. It's
this
cool.
heavy
It's cool.
set,
It's cool. It's
this
cool. It's
heavy
fine.
set
It's fine.
women, bro.
I
Like
can deal with the question. I'm
they
bored
they
right
get
now
they
anyway.
get on this platform because this is like they get on TikTok, bro, and just try to emasculate men, bro. It's just crazy.
Yeah, I understand. I
It's
understand she
crazy,
might be
bro.
trying to do that. I'm just saying that
You
it's
know
not affecting me in any way.
what happened? What
I'm just
happened is,
trying to
bro.
have the conversation.
She got broken up with, put on some pounds, and she can't get no man now. You know what I mean? Like she just big. She just big with like these wanna be fake big ideas, bro. Big as a house, talking about circle jerk. Even the circle in the shape of a pretzel because she's so fat, bro. Like, don't engage with this woman, bro. Don't engage with this shit. But
Sarah,
look,
can't you control the live and like remove people?
Well, I mean, to be fair, when he came out the first time, you did engage in something good.
nah, she ain't none of
Well, I
that shit.
didn't think he would keep interrupting. I just
Yeah,
want
but
to finish the
that's the
conversation.
point. That's the point. So the thing
Big
is,
body,
y'all,
big
hold
body
up.
doing it.
But here's the thing: the interruption and disrespect, it doesn't bother y'all unless y'all want to talk. That's the thing. Because when he first came up here, we
She
was
don't even
already
got. She be talking.
when he first came up, he was already engaged in a conversation. He literally was interrupting, and you decided to go back and forth with him. Then, right? I had a boundary. I refused to engage. I put the background up. You had no boundary. You engaged him in conversation. So the fact is, you didn't even understand that this man didn't respect your boundaries or mine.
SeaWorld,
Because at the same time, it felt good in a moment. But now you want to make a point, and look how he's not respecting you or me.
SeaWorld.
And that's the problem with the circle jerk. Y'all can't even clock each other or hold each other accountable
Well,
for
to
y'all
be
behavior.
fair, when he first came up, you said that you weren't accepting people up. So I assumed that you were going to
That was
move
another
him down
person.
quickly. Yeah,
That
I
was another
understand.
person.
I assumed you were going to move him down quickly because one of your moderators had accepted him up.
No, that
So
was another
I
person.
thought, yeah. Well,
She
oh, that was
said
so you did let him up.
she big
No, he
on that.
requested up. He requested up.
Yeah, but then you
But
accepted
hold
the
up, just
request, right?
because, so hold up, you
Big
think just
body
because he
man.
requested,
Big
see,
body. Big.
you
So hold
think just
on.
because he requested up that he should be able to interrupt the conversation? That he
No,
should be
I
so
thought
controlled?
that the I
So real
thought
quick,
the
that's some weird victim blaming. You want
but
to blame
I'm
me
answering
for
your
him coming
question.
off? No, no, no.
I'm
Listen to what I'm
answering your
saying.
question.
Is this your
Wait, hold
first
on.
time being on the panel?
No.
Bro,
But
Okay,
bro.
so hold up.
I'm answering
You
your
haven't
question.
seen
I'm
people
saying
come on panel. Hold up,
when he
hold
first
up,
came
sir.
up.
Oh,
Well,
sir, because it was two different
one second,
men.
because I understand that. I understand that you didn't even let me give my full recount. When he first came up, I thought he was in the group with the other person, where your moderator may have let him up,
Bro,
and
she fatherless.
he was
She
going to be
fatherless, bro.
moved back down very quickly. I thought the interaction I had with this guy and the last guy would be extremely brief, and then they would just go.
No, so that's the assumption. It was two people. One
It
of my
was
moderators.
100% an
Okay,
assumption.
sir.
Yes.
So hold up. One of the guys, the moderator sends to a request. However, just because someone sends you a request don't mean you have to accept the request. Nor does it mean you get to come up here and interrupt the conversation. This guy was in the queue. I accept him up, but I never invited him to the conversation. You've been in enough panel discussions to know that just because somebody accepts you on the panel does not mean you can just interrupt the conversation that's already going. Men do that very often when they come to platforms hosted by women. They don't show any respect. Instead of you recognizing that it was disrespectful, you decided to engage in the circle jerk with him. And now you're upset because you want to enforce a boundary, but you already did not enforce the boundary. So for him, it's like, oh, this is what's allowed. But you
Cool.
participated.
That might be the case. I didn't think he would be up here for that to happen. I thought when he started doing that, he would just be moved back down. So when I got rid of that boundary, it's because I thought I would never interact with that guy again after those little 30 seconds.
So you was okay with him coming up here, essentially disrespecting me on my own platform because it's supposed to be temporary.
I don't have this like this weird this egomaniacal version of disrespect
Whatever it
in my
is.
mind. When I go up on panels with people, I'm talking about normally other stuff, and when I'm in a Discord call with people, everybody talks. Everybody talks. If he came up and he was doing that to you, and you felt that that was so disrespectful, and I knew that, then I wouldn't have interacted with him. I would have been like, "Hey, bro, one-on-one
I literally
conversation.
I put
Collaborate."
a circle jerk on the background while y'all were
You put a
talking.
circle jerk a little bit afterwards. You put a circle jerk
I had to go
afterwards.
get the image. My time is not always perfect. I need to work on that.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, the timer could have been a little bit better. If it was up a little quicker, I would have been like, "Hey, you know, chill out to the dude." But I'm just telling you, I was only like that because I didn't think he would be here.
And so he's here. You made that mistake. So what's the problem?
The problem is it went beyond somewhere I thought it would go. So I'm asking you, hey, can you remove him?
But see,
That
that's
way
what I'm
we can
talking
just
about.
continue
Hold
our
up.
conversation.
Hold up. You made an assumption. Your assumption was wrong, right? When
Uh-huh.
he first came up here, he was disrespectful. You had no problem with him being initially disrespectful because you thought it would be temporary. You can go back to talking about yourself. When he showed that no, he was just being
Talking about
disrespectful.
myself.
Yeah,
No,
I was
I
censoring
want
you in the conversation.
I still want I don't care to talk about myself. I still just want the elaboration on this prompt.
Okay, what I'm saying is, I was censoring you in the conversation, sir. That's what I mean by that.
Yeah.
Because you didn't come up here to add to the conversation. You said you didn't understand. I was trying to help you get clarity. I was literally censoring you in the conversation. He didn't care about your clarity. He didn't care about your understanding. He didn't care about the conversation went. He only came up here to be disrespectful and to insult. The thing is, you didn't have to engage with him at all. The fact that you did show him that you value disrespect, me specifically, over getting your point across. And because he was up here a little longer for your comfort, then you have a problem. You're like, well, can I drop him down? But he was
Why
being
are you
disrespectful.
explaining things that happened like I wasn't there? I understand. I was just saying, can you
We
remove
got
the
different
guy?
perceptions of what happened. Because now you're like, well, why don't you drop him down? So it's on me that man's being disrespectful. You never directly addressed
It's
him
not
about the
on
disrespect.
you, but you have the power to do it. What else did you want me to do? I didn't want him interrupting the conversation, so I asked you if you could remove him. That's it.
So why does that make sense?
It makes sense because okay, I made a mistake. I was trying to correct it by getting the guy removed so we could continue our conversation.
Hey Liz, did you want to chime in?
When I first came in here, I didn't see what this person did, but when I first came in here and heard you talking about it, it sounded like um, this person here, like, and his father had ran into each other on this live, and so I was wondering if that's what happened, but it sounds like that's not what happened.
I mean, same thing as like the circle jerk is seeking male validation. But the thing is, the man came in and literally interrupt. Matter of fact, two people came in and interrupt the conversation we was having. And because he assumed it only would be temporarily, it was okay to engage in the being disrespectful. The thing is, he thinks that it's okay to circle jerk with some men to not hold anybody accountable about being disrespectful towards me, and yet I'm supposed to respect him, his time, or anything he has to say.
I'm not saying you have to respect me. I'm just saying, okay, remove the guy. Because it seemed like he was getting on your nerves as well. He wasn't benefiting me. He wasn't
Nah, I
benefiting
encourage the
you.
circle jerk.
Just remove the guy.
No, it's fine. If he, that's why I asked if you consented.
Oh well no, yeah, no, well no. Obviously.
I mean, initially you did consent.
Yeah, right, obviously. Yeah. And then I stopped. You can start a conversation with someone and then not want to talk to them. That's perfectly reasonable. Like for example, if I would have asked you about elaboration on this prompt, and instead of responding to me the way you did, you instead started just I don't know calling me a monkey. I probably would have just left.
No, I haven't showed any signs of being disrespectful to you, even when you made an assumption. I explained where I was coming at. For case in point, you said,
Yeah, where
oh,
you were coming
I have
from
trust
didn't make it not
issues
disrespectful.
about you lying about your height. Even though men typically lie about their height and they say that they're 2 inches taller than what they are. I
No,
explained it to you.
100%.
You just didn't
That's cool.
understand.
But you assuming that that applies to me was disrespectful. But like I said, I don't care that much about disrespect. It's not the top priority to me. All I want and still want is just elaboration on this prompt.
But that's my point, sir. Someone came up on my panel and decided to be disrespectful towards me. You decided to engage in that disrespect.
We've already gone over
No.
this.
Listen, because you seem to be lost. You seem to be lost. And now you expect me to respect you enough to elaborate on my prompt. And you're not.
No, I don't. Why? Okay, why do you keep acting like I'm expecting you to do things, and I think you're
You
supposed to
literally
do these
asking
other
me to do
things?
that.
That's it. I'm asking you. So if you want to say no, you can just say that, and then I can move on with my day. You don't have to keep lecturing me about events that I literally lived with you. If you don't want to do it, say you don't want to do it.
Do you understand how this is how
Liz, I
it
wasn't
relates
talking
to
to
this
you. I wasn't
prompt?
talking to you.
Do you understand that?
I don't care. I'm talking to Tara.
Okay, well now I'm talking to you, and I'm going to mute you. So do you understand how what you're saying, like what you're doing right now, or what you initially did, relates to this prompt?
And now I'm doing what Tara advised me to do, and I'm setting a boundary. Leave me alone. Anyway, Tara,
I'm a moderator
if you
here,
would
so
like,
no, I'm not going to
Tara,
do
if you
that.
would like, Tara, she's violating my
Do you
boundary.
want to get
Tara,
dropped?
Tara, she's violating my boundary. She's violating my boundary. Tara,
No,
come
I'm
on.
dropping, but I think it's interesting how you responded.
Tara, come on. She's violating my
And how
boundary.
quickly,
I'm trying to learn. I'm trying to learn from my past.
How fast you had a boundary with Liz, but you wanted to circle jerk with G.
Well, I'm trying to learn. I'm trying to learn. Is it not okay to learn? Anyway, Tara, if you wouldn't like to elaborate and you want to kick, you don't want to elaborate at all, that's 100% fine. I will move on with my day. Is that something you don't want to do?
It's like I explained myself multiple times, and instead of trying to understand what I'm saying, you want me to respond in a certain way. Like
All I want is a yes or no. Will you elaborate or will you?
I've already elaborated, sir.
You never elaborated on what you meant at all.
Is
You
it a
never elaborated on
You
what
have a hard time conceptualizing what I'm saying.
Wait, hold on. No. You said before we even started this argument that you never got finished with what you were saying. You never elaborated on what masculinity you mean manifests as daddy issues. I'm sorry, the vice versa. What daddy issues manifest as masculinity.
So if you really cared about that and somebody interrupted the conversation, why would you engage in a disruption?
And then here we go talking about this shit again. Okay, I care about it. At the time, I wanted to hear the joke too. Like I told you, I thought it would be brief and we would move on. If you want to elaborate at this point, hold on, Tara, I'm still talking. If you want to elaborate at this point,
no, like I said, you literally, when you was like, because first of all, you came and asked some questions, you didn't fully conceptualize what was on the background. When I try to walk you through it so you can understand on your own, this man came and disrupted the conversation. Instead of you saying, hold up, we have a conversation.
Why do you keep going back to that?
See, you're not conceptualizing what I'm saying. You decided to circle jerk with the man who was disrupting the conversation. And then when you got tired and you got your shit off, you're like, oh, let's get back to the conversation. Can you make him be quiet? What about that is confusing?
Yes, you now repeated yourself 50 times.
And apparently every time I say it, you don't understand it.
I understand your issue with what I did in that moment and how I conducted myself. If you would like me to apologize, I can. All I'm asking now is
why are you asking her if you would like me to apologize?
Because some people don't like apologies, Liz.
Like, just apologize. That's weird logic. Just apologize.
What weird logic? Weird is subjective. I've interacted with people who don't like apologies. That's why people ask, "Oh, would you like me to apologize?" Sometimes it does nothing for people. I ask because I want to know.
I don't think that's why. I don't think that's why. think that's a cop
You
out.
can think that's fine, whatever. I don't know you. Like we don't know each other. We'll probably never talk again once I get off this live. You can
Okay.
think whatever you want. That's 100% fine.
Okay.
I'm just telling you. I'm telling you what I did. Why I did it. If you want to believe it, go ahead. If you don't,
Okay.
go
Yeah.
ahead.
Anyway.
Okay. But Tara, if you would like me to apologize, I will. I would hope that the way that I've tried to conduct myself after that incident would show you that I'm not really interested in disrespect, and I'm just trying to gain some more nuance on your perspective in the prompt here. If I have not done that, if you think that I'm still that guy that just allowed disrespect and that's it, fine, I will leave. Can I get an answer?
So you're talking to somebody, and then somebody come behind and then jump that person, right? They come steal that person, and you jump on them, and then you like, all right, get off them, get off them. You be like, all right, let's finish this conversation. That makes sense to you?
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Steal the You mean like punch?
Yeah.
So I'm talking to somebody. Someone comes and punches them. I jump on the person that punched them, or the person that got punched.
No, you're helping them.
I help the person that punched them.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I'm sorry. Did I punch you? Did he punch you? I would hope that the words that he said and how I interacted with him did not come off like a punch to the gut to you or something like that. And if it did, I apologize because it was in no way.
But I thought you don't apologize unless given consent.
I'm sorry. You don't want. You don't.
No, I didn't say that. I thought you didn't apologize unless you was given consent.
Yeah, that one was just like you said. It was like punching you, so I don't know. That one just came out. If I hit somebody, then I would probably just apologize. But
Because
So you
that's
don't
a bad enough offense.
given consent.
Yeah, that's a bad enough offense that you would just like. So it's not about consent to apologize. It's about whether or not you think that it's a big enough deal that an automatic apology should be given, and you don't think what happened to Sarah was a big enough deal that an automatic apology should be given.
Hello?
yeah, she gave a hypothetical in that example, which had to do with punching. So it seemed like
Okay,
it
the
was a bigger
reason,
deal.
but I'm gonna tell you why I use that example. Because apparently men understand violence very well.
Yeah.
Because I've already made the
Yeah,
point.
that's probably true. I enjoy watching MMA, the UFC. I enjoy watching boxing. I like violent anime. Violence is cool. Yeah.
Yeah, so that ties back into like what y'all consider masculinity. So I'm like, okay, let
I
me
don't
use
really
an
consider those things
example that
masculine.
includes violence, and I'm sure that's going to register with you.
This is nuts. This is crazy. I've been listening to this for a little bit now, and I have to say the hypocrisy is crazy. I feel like you all are just setting him up to get a bunch of man hate. I mean,
Well, you're on my side.
yes, I am. This is absolutely nuts. You
He's on your
going
side.
around and round in circles.
Yeah, I
circle
am.
jerking.
I am surprised she's on my side because everybody in the chat and Liz here
Are you about to
have
put up
been,
the circle jerk?
against me.
Yeah, so the thing is, you brought up like circle jerking so much, but were you not doing the same thing to him?
What do you mean?
Hold up, Liz. Let him go.
No, here's the thing. I believe that masculinity, to people like you consider it toxic. Why is it toxic for our men to be men? Why can he not say how he feels, but you can say how you feel? He cannot interrupt you, but you can interrupt him. You can point out his flaws, but he cannot point out yours. Does that make sense?
I don't think you realize how the circle jerk works.
I asked you if I could speak. You invited me on the live. I really don't care to join your whole circle jerk thing.
I
just wanted to
thought
say
you were coming to circle jerk with him.
No.
See,
I'm just saying,
like when she's on
y'all
my
are
side, it's a
egotistical.
circle jerk. When she's on my side, it's a circle jerk. But when Liz is on your side, it's not.
You
See
want to
the
put your own background?
hypocrisy?
Hold up. You
Isn't
want to
that
put your own
crazy?
background up?
So
Do I
I
want
bet
what?
you. I see. Here's the thing too: is I bet you're the type of person who thinks that like misandry is just as real as misogyny, aren't you?
I'm sorry. I genuinely do not know what the hell misandry means.
Okay, so yeah, because it's not real. I'm asking Book
Yeah,
Dragon.
we're not going to explain terms because
Oh, I'm
apparently
sorry.
you don't understand the prompt. You don't understand masculinity. You don't understand
Oh,
No,
words.
he
hold
did.
on.
He
I
was
understand
asking you to
masculinity. I've
explain.
never heard that. I've never heard the word misandry.
There's a lot of stuff you haven't heard apparently.
Yeah,
Like
But the
what?
thing is
Hold
he
on,
tried
hold
to
on.
get you
Wait,
to
wait.
explain it, and you didn't.
Name
I would
three
love to
different
be able
things
to
that I
ask you a
haven't heard.
question. Okay, Book Dragon, do you think misogyny and misandry are
Are you sure these racist black women in the comments?
All right, G, I'm going to drop you.
Like you
Oh,
just
the
let
racist black
G
women
back
in
up.
here.
Are you?
Book Dragon? Can you answer my question, please?
Liz, no, I may not because nobody's still even answered my questions. I asked when I first came on why it's okay for you guys to do the things to him, but he can't do things to you or speak.
Correct, and I'm answering you, but I'm trying to get I'm trying to.
You're not
she's
answering
hold
with
up,
a
hold up, Liz.
question.
Hold up, Liz. Ma'am, you're not obligated to an answer.
Well,
Well,
then
neither
why
is
is
Liz
Liz?
then.
Like,
If you wanna cape, that's fine. But you can't want to cape and need feedback at the same time.
here's the thing. To
Yeah.
the man that is on
So
this,
let's
I
be
think
very
you're
clear
way
about
too.
something. So we're going to be very clear about something. I am a moderator in this space. So yeah, like
You
if
take
I
pride in
ask
that?
a question, you don't just get to like talk to me however the fuck you want. Okay?
Okay, so hypocrisy, just like she said.
No. It's not
It's
hypocrisy at all.
100%
You don't
hypocrisy.
like you don't get to like
will
come
do
into a
things.
space and,
You
and
will
like
do things to
and
us
think that
that
you
we
make all the
cannot
rules
do
and run
to
the show.
you.
That's not how it works.
That's not the way conversations work. So
Yeah. Anyway, go ahead, Lynn.
what this is you being
This is the thing.
so what this is you being controlling. You like control. You
Hold
like
up. What
control.
you say, Liz?
Yes, they are egotistical females. Yes, they are hypocrites.
Females. You are a female, not me. Ma'am, don't do that. This is the thing. That's all I came to say.
Are you really laughing at that? She just mocked her like a 5-year-old. Are you dead ass?
She deserved it.
Are you? But no, y'all aren't dead ass. No, y'all aren't dead ass. That's a troll. That's trolling.
Whatever happened to equality? Like equality doesn't exist. You already like it doesn't. And when that benefits you, when that benefits somebody, right? They say nothing. But then as soon as like we're like, okay, well equality doesn't exist, so we're not going to treat everybody equally. Then you're clutching your pearls.
Okay, if you agree equality doesn't exist, go ahead. Fine. I truly don't care. Just
If you don't
just
think quality
acknowledge that you're
exists, it's
being a
because you
hypocrite.
keep bringing up shit like this, and you are the
So it's
issue.
my fault the patriarchy exists. It's my fault. I did
No,
that.
no,
It's-
just
it's
acknowledge
It's
my
your
you're
fault.
fault that
being
you
a
I'm the one
refuse
who's
to
faulted
see
it.
the opportunities that you have, and instead of taking it, you choose to gripe about it. On
This
the
lady voted for Trump.
She definitely did.
definitely did not.
Okay, no,
This
nobody
lady
voted
think
for
that
Trump.
black
There's
people
no point even go
should
there.
get over slavery.
Like Liz, do you see how like you, Tara, Lynn as well? Every time
I don't care about what you're saying. So
No, let him talk. I want him
No,
to
that's okay. I'm gonna go ahead and hop off because
yeah,
everybody else is wrong, but you
but
girls, you are right.
You can
So
talk. You got your
anytime
take.
someone
Go
says
away.
something,
Lady, I'm a woman.
Liz, Tara, Lynn, all of you assume another trait about the person that you would deem to be negative because there's no way for you to, in your tiny circle little worldview, to acknowledge that someone can have a more nuanced perspective on these not simple issues. So you just assume that they must also do this bad thing and that
Sir,
bad thing and that bad
he's
thing.
calling us females. Yeah, I think those are safe assumptions to make. You know what? They're not even assumptions.
Yeah.
You're calling a woman
Yeah.
females.
You can
You
think there's
have
safe
you have
assumptions to make.
Well,
That's
here's
the
the
same
thing. Hold on,
justification.
Liz.
That's the
Here's the
same
thing.
justification that racists use.
So no, don't stand on shit, right? Like just like we say, the standards for Brooke is in the pits of hell. Same thing for Noel. They don't have any fucking standards. Noel already showed he ain't got no boundaries, right? His shit go any way he want, which is why G disrespected his boundaries early and he's getting irritated. Because he don't know how to set standards for himself.
Like this is
And then
weird.
hold up real
He
quick.
keeps
And
going
then
back
Brooke,
to that.
Why are you interrupting the host? What is
hold
wrong
up.
with
And
you?
then Brooke came
He's
in.
weird.
Why is it not
She's
okay to
saying the
interrupt
same.
when he interrupts?
I'm talking.
She's been saying this
Brooke
for
came
30
in.
minutes.
Brooke came in with the
He's
cape
going in
on.
circles.
Ma'am, the voice, please give me a break from it. Brooke came in here like she swooped in to try to save this man. And the boundary just don't be there. It's like motherfuckers be willing to accept shit. It's like she saw some
Nobody's
dumb
swooping in to save anybody. You just need to be
was
knocked.
like, ma'am, you came and swooped to save this man. Like,
I am not Captain Save It All. This is not what this is.
well,
This
hold
is
on, you definitely tried. Hold on, you definitely was trying to be
This is
Captain
calling-
Save It All, ma'am. Ma'am, you crashing out. Like, you're not caping properly. This is not how you cape. You gotta be there to cape. Okay? Calm down.
You
Calm
are
down, man. You can't cape him if you crash out. Be here to save this man. What you talk about? He needs you here to save
Why
him.
do y'all think I need saving from an online conversation? That doesn't even
Well,
make
apparently
sense.
you do, and
Right?
you like saving.
There's no
to
apparently
justify
I did.
their bullying and their hypocrisy.
That's that weird interpretation that I keep saying that you people have. You keep attaching these traits to people because they did something you don't like. That you did something I don't like. That must mean you also must.
All right, so you and Kate right here, circle jerking right now, and that's right in it. Like, what are you talking about?
You're a strange person. You all don't like men for
You're a
whatever
strange
reason. I
person,
don't know what's going on in your lives, but whatever
Yes,
happened,
men
You making
haters and
assumptions.
daddy
You
issues on
think that
them.
Brooke,
you all
you
don't
see
like
Brooke was
men.
gonna be on our side, and then when
Well,
she was on your side, you was like, "Oh my god, she fell for my bullshit." Wasn't you impressed? Like, what are you
Yes,
talking about?
it was as if I had went into a KKK meeting and found a supporter there.
Are you a
I'm
YT man?
surprised. Am I what? I'm sorry.
Are you a YT man?
No, I'm black.
You might as well be a YT when they can have you. We willing to trade you.
You see, like that. That's
Wow,
weird. That's weird.
crazy. That's goofy.
If y'all willing to trade, smiley face emoji. I'm willing to trade. They can handle.
That is weird as hell.
They
Right.
can
How
handle.
old are you?
Not trading for Liz. Oh shit. Lynn, did you want to say something else?
I support that.
Damn, we got a 10, 11 and 0. We might actually get a trade out this bitch. 12 and
You
0.
can see how it's weird.
Hold on,
How
what can
I
we
found a
trade him
supporter.
for?
You
I
can
think
see
we
how I
trade
found
him
it
for
weird that I
Liz.
found a supporter here, right? Like looking at this poll.
Hold on,
You see
no,
how,
you got it. Hold up.
But remember,
15 and
it's not
0.
okay
Tara,
unless
how
you're
old
on
are
their
you?
side.
Tara, how
Not
old
both
are
of
you?
y'all crashing out. 15 and 0, y'all. That man getting traded today.
Tara, how old are you? How
Oh,
old are you?
this shit is a unanimous, sir.
How old are you?
Damn, 17 and 0.
How old
Okay,
are you?
so I'm gonna go,
Can we
but
trade him
just
for Brad
remember,
Pitt?
But y'all stop.
this
Hold
is
up.
y'all bully.
Shut up. Shut up. Let us vote. Damn. Both of y'all crashing out at the same time is crazy. 19 and 0.
I'm
So
literally
hold
just
up. No,
asking how old you are.
you have been traded, sir. You could, Brooke, you can take that man with you. He one of yours now. You got him. Shout out to you. You came and got that new
Liz,
one.
why are you laughing? You're not black.
No, she got traded for you, sir.
That don't make her black. Her skin's gonna be white
Sir,
tomorrow when she
no.
wakes up.
From this point on, she more black
As
than
soon
you
as
are,
Liz gets
sir.
off this
No.
live and goes back to her life where she has no power or
No,
control,
sir,
and
you
that's why
got
she's so happy to
traded.
get up
Sir.
here,
Oh, so you
she is
understand
going to be white.
racism then?
Hold
You
up, hold
She
up,
is going to
sir.
be white again.
No. Sir, you can be that man in your profile picture from now on. You got traded. Anyways, what's
That's
up?
Anakin. That's
Sir,
Anakin.
I don't care, sir. You get to be him now. Go perm your hair. I don't give a fuck.
Anakin is cool.
Lynn, did you want to say something? I think Lynn stepped away. What's up, Prince?
How old are you?
Hey, what's up? I
Welcome
like
to
to
our radio.
I like to thank everyone on that behalf of the conglomerate of the successful trade of Liz for whoever No Chan is. She's gonna do great things on our team. I'm looking forward to the start of the season.
It's an honor and a privilege.
There we go. The trade has been successful. Welcome to the team.
Okay, let's get your pants and some shoes on, baby.
Ma'am, don't you have
No,
children to go raise?
we don't need to hear
Go
you.
see your toddlers. Damn. Go take them outside.
That's a boy mom.
Go
If
go
I've ever
find a
seen.
baby daddy and leave us alone.
Exactly.
Look at Noah.
Also
He
find
looking.
it, you
He
know.
looking for his future white self now.
Goodbye, hypocrites.
Goodbye, baby mama.
I was looking
Goodbye,
at
madam.
I was
Don't
looking at
forget
the
to inbox this
drawing.
man. He yours
Mom.
now. You want a man today, ma'am. Inbox that man.
I was looking at
What's up, Deja?
What's up, y'all? Man, I've been
yeah.
ready to come on here, but her squeaky ass voice was getting on my nerves, so I got time today. Is this her son? You know what? That would make sense.
Oh, that's
That
her
would
mom
make sense.
now.
That actually was my
He came
mom.
over and won her one. He her YT man.
Okay.
That actually was my mom. Yeah.
She want him fair and square.
Cause he got that he got that I got a YT mom attitude. You know what I mean? It's giving very much. Yeah. Okay. I don't know. Cause she was caping a little too much.
Now he loved that shit. He was in shock. Like, oh my god. He
Are
was
those
so
your
amazed
kids,
he
sir?
got picked.
Admittedly, I was.
But you know,
But
hold up,
you have to
sir. Because you know the
understand.
men love to be picked. He was so honored to be picked. He was like, hold up. Are
I
you
was more
picking me?
surprised because
Sir,
of
nobody's
hold up,
talking
sir.
to you. Be
Sir,
quiet.
sir. We trying to enforce boundaries. You
what's
don't.
wrong with
If
the
you don't
bitch up
enforce
there?
boundaries.
Go ahead, Tara. I'm listening.
That's it. He don't enforce boundaries, but he got picked today. Like, that's a win. Go ahead, be the YT man you always wanted to be, sir. The fuck, we helping you out. What's the anger for?
I'm not really angry, but yeah.
I think he's still mad he can't comprehend the prompt, even though it's like literally right there.
And Vin,
That's
I
what you
was
should have
actually
did while she was here to explain to you what was going on.
Vin, I
Miss
was actually
Shops.
looking at your is this your art on your page?
So now you stalking people pages.
Who are you talking to?
You.
Who's you?
Vin.
Why are you on her page, you creep?
Yeah, that's my question exactly.
Well,
You are a creep.
I saw her profile picture.
So what? Boundaries.
So she looked she looked somewhat attractive. So I was like, I'll see what she looks like. But she just
Sir,
had
you're not my type.
Stop
Sir,
trying
you're
to
not my type.
lame.
Hold up.
that's
Brooke,
fine. I
hold up.
was
No, that's fucking crazy, sir. Brooke just laid it out for you. How dare you, sir? That woman just
I
she
was
just
just trying to say I like
sir.
your drawings.
She took time away
Well,
from her
I did not
own
need your.
page.
I do not
Please,
need your
sir.
whatever it is.
Yeah, that's fine.
But anyways, do you understand the prompt now? Do you want to respond to the prompt? No.
Oh yeah, no elaboration was given. I still don't get it.
Oh, he want to be caught. He has a mama. Oh, he wants to be caught up. Got it. So you got mommy issues because your daddy not there.
DJ.
I
Have
got.
I done
Don't say
something
my
to
name
you?
like you know me. Don't
Have I
say my
done
name
something
like
to
you know
you?
me.
But
Don't say my name like
you've
you
been
know me.
acting extremely hostile since you got on the live.
I'm not. I just don't play games with kids.
I'm not a kid.
But you are. So if you want to be coddled,
I'm
you
not.
on the wrong live right now.
I'm
You're
just
very
not
much
a
on the wrong
kid.
live. Who's the only person that was gonna coddle you left with her kids? You should have went with them.
Okay. Anyway, did I
Okay.
do something to you?
Sir, I don't know you. I don't care about you. You're irrelevant to me.
Okay, so why are you being so hostile?
I'm not hostile at all. I
It's
don't know you
100%
to care.
hostility. It's
I
definitely
don't know you.
hostility.
Let me say this very, very slowly for you so you understand, because I'm not your mama.
You can say
I
it as
don't
slow as
know
you want.
you.
It's still hostility.
It's not. You can try to
It
corny
is.
what you
It
want to.
is.
I'm just not gonna call you because you're
Yeah, but
irrelevant
it
to me.
is. But it
I don't
is.
care
It's
about
hostility.
you. If you
You
walked
can
out
say
right
you
now and
don't
got
care
hit by
about
a
me.
car, I wouldn't
You can
care.
say that if I die, it wouldn't matter. It's hostility. 100%.
How is it hostile if I don't care?
I'm sorry. You think intentions
Have
matter
I
to
have I
hostility?
cussed at you? I'm
Do you
sorry.
think
I'm sorry.
intentions matter
Have
to
I cussed at
hostility?
you?
Well,
Have I
huh?
cussed
Do
at
you
you?
think
Have I
intentions matter
raised
to
my voice
hostility?
at you? You're the one talking over me right now. So am I hostile or you
Why am I
hostile?
getting muted? Chill out. I'm talking to DJ. Do
Don't
you think
stop saying
intentions
my name
matter
like you
to
know
hostility?
me. I haven't said your
You
name
are
not one
over
time.
talking,
You don't
Deja.
know
That's
my
why I
name.
muted you.
You
You
can't say
don't know
my
how to
name.
wait your turn. You have no self control, so I have to mute you.
Liz. Shh.
So he's
Deja,
confused, y'all. He
De-
don't know what's going on.
He need a friend. That's what's wrong with him. He don't have no life. He needs a friend because he's saying all of our names
Deja,
like he
listen.
knows us, and we
Deja,
don't know
listen.
him. You're irrelevant. I don't care about you. You're a waste of space. I haven't cussed
Deja.
at you.
See,
I
that
haven't
sounds
raised my
hostile.
voice.
Like that's
I haven't
hostile.
raised my voice.
You don't say those things to people.
Don't tell me what I say.
So
Don't
hold
tell me
on,
what I
hold
say.
up, y'all. Hold up, y'all. Hold on.
Don't tell me what I say.
Hold on,
I
hold on,
have
hold on.
agency.
No. It's a simple question. You've been up here for a while with plenty of examples. I'm not sure if you connecting the two. Are you saying you still can't conceptualize the prompt?
I can conceptualize it. That has
Okay.
nothing to do with
And how do you
my
conceptualize
question,
it?
though.
How
My
do you
question is,
conceptualize it?
what do you mean by it? You won't tell me
Sir,
what you mean.
how do you conceptualize it?
Uh, I'm not obligated to give you an answer. That's what you said earlier, right? Something along those
So
lines.
you want to be combative.
I'm not being combative. If anything, this is defensive.
That's still a sign of being combative.
No, combative is offense.
That makes sense to you?
Yep.
So you think you would just say words mean things and that's supposed to be how it works?
If I define something wrong, you're more than welcome to correct me.
Is this like a attention thing? So you said you fuck with your daddy,
Love him.
but you and your mom, okay, all right. But do your father, like, did he ever take you fishing? Did he hug you? Did he call and say he love you, son? Did he do stuff like
My
that?
dad's not really a fisher guy. He's more of like a 4-wheeler type of dude.
Did he take you 4-wheeling with him?
Yeah.
Did he ever do stuff with you that you want to do, or do you have to conform to what he wants to spend time with him?
Yeah. Because I'm more of a like a gamer, like computer type whatnot. So I
So
mean,
he
he
has
doesn't.
he learned how to he learned how to play computer games?
Yeah.
That didn't
Right.
sound very confident.
And as well, like my dad, he doesn't too much care about having a computer, but he let me build him one because he knows I like doing it.
He lets you build him one.
Yeah.
That sound right to you. When you
But
built it, did y'all go shopping for the materials together? Did he sit there
yeah,
while you
we
built
went
it?
to the you know what Micro Center is?
No, sir, I'm not into computer gaming.
It's
Unless you're talking about the tech
it's just a
store.
store for that. Yeah, it's just a store for that. Yeah.
Okay, you just say you went to the tech store.
Well, I was trying to specify.
And he was like, "Oh, Daddy, I love this." She was feeling real giddy that day y'all went
I
together.
mean,
And he lets you pick all the part.
I'm a grown man, but yeah.
I mean, you're a grown man, but like, let's be for real. Did you
What?
want ice cream?
No.
Damn, you scared the shit out of me, sir. Don't do that. Don't do that. What the fuck?
The fuck down for real.
You gotta turn that feature off. What the fuck? Hell no. Rasta, you want to circle jerk with this man?
Yeah, y'all jealous that man got a father. Y'all trying to find holes in his story because y'all don't want the black children to have fathers. I know that's y'all
Rasta,
goal.
do you
Y'all
know
No,
hate
let him
this?
y'all
circle.
hate.
No, Deja, don't interrupt.
Hold on, Tara.
Let him circle
Yeah,
Should I
jerk.
wait? Hold
yeah.
on. One second, Rasta. Tara, should I boundary? Should I set the boundary and let him know that I'm just talking to you, or do you want to talk to him? Tara? There was a me and Tara had an issue earlier. I don't want to repeat it right now, so I'm trying to ask her a question. Tara?
She's jealous that you got a father. They don't like when black children have fathers in their life, so they do everything they can to try to alienate the father and use the children as pawns. They rather see the children grow up and be LBGT. They don't want them to be around no strong black fathers that's active in their life.
I understand what you mean. I don't think these are those type of people, honestly. 'Cause I've talked to them for about like 30 or so minutes now. I don't think these are the type of people you're
You,
thinking.
you'll come to that conclusion soon. Talk to him a little bit longer. You'll see.
Oh, have you been here before?
Yeah, I've been here before.
Okay. Liz
Yeah.
No,
is
y'all say we don't interrupt the secretary. We respect the secretary.
hold on. Well, I asked you before I
No, no,
even
no,
talked to
no.
him.
We going no, listen. We gonna respect y'all secretary.
Well, hold on. Did I not ask you before I even talked to him whether or not you wanted me to cut the thing off?
You got to understand, this is how childish women are. Most women, they do not mature past the age of 15 years old. So they will always behave like 15-year-olds, no matter if they're 30 or 35, 40, single with no husband, no child. Like, this is what you can expect when you don't have a passport and you only date African American woman.
See, I'm not. I'm just not into the generalizing like that. That's why I say I don't think that these are this type of people.
Yeah, well, try not to get trapped by one of them. You sound young, so I don't think that you're a father yet, but try your best to get your passport before you make a mistake and ejaculate in one of these demonic women.
I mean, again, like the average woman is just not like that. So I mean, I think I'm fine.
Okay, good luck, brother.
That's interesting to see Rasta get rejected in the secretary. Damn.
Yeah.
In real time, Rasta got shut down by his young daddy.
Damn, I feel bad for you, Rasta. You didn't put enough
Yeah.
pizzazz in that presentation, my guy.
Hmm.
I mean,
You
he
gotta do
really laid
better.
it all out for him too. Like he spread that shit wide open for him, and Noah was like, "No, I don't want it." That's interesting. Damn,
Rasta
Rasta,
said,
he didn't want what you was putting down.
Rasta said, busted wide open, and I tell him bring it back.
He ain't want it.
Why y'all keep turning off my camera?
Cause I'm trying to keep an audience here, nigga. You scaring the holes away. What you talking about?
You
But
love me, Rasta. That's why.
why you always in your car, nigga?
You
Anyway,
love me.
no, so you got rejected. All
I
right,
know
just
you love me.
what you want to say about the topic? You want to talk about your daddy issues?
Men call it masculinity, but it's really just daddy issue. What?
Where your daddy at?
How is masculinity daddy issues? Masculinity, that means you had a good father to teach you
Where
how to
your
be a
daddy
man.
at? Where your daddy at?
My my father living a good life in Las Vegas with his wife,
No, where he was at when you was young.
right there beside me, teaching me how to be a man and avoid problematic women like you.
So let me guess, you lived in a traditional household, right?
I mean, it depends on what you define as traditional.
You know what we mean by traditional, sir. Did your
Everybody
father
got
come?
different
Did he come
traditions.
pick you up on the 1st and the 15th, or he live in the
Hmm.
house, sir?
He lived in the house.
A house or the house she was living in?
He lived in the house I was living in.
So when did he get married again? How old were you?
The same age your father got married. Oh, matter of fact, your father probably never married your
So when
mother.
he remarried, did you feel abandoned by him?
You said remarried. What? Say that again.
Oh, he didn't
Do you
marry
know
your
how to
murder.
speak
My
English?
bad. My bad.
Murray.
My bad.
Liz,
He didn't
Murray.
marry your mother. So
Is
when he
that
married
is
that
that
woman, did you feel some type of way because you didn't get what you wanted, sir?
speak proper English, ma'am? Speak proper English. I don't know what you talking about,
Proper
Murray.
is, and so you understand
Liz, can
human.
you mute my mic?
You don't understand nothing about linguistics, sir. Nothing about linguistics. Like
Find you a
proper
husband.
is
I'm trying to teach
weird.
you how to find a husband.
Sir, you find a
Secure
husband you looking
secure
for.
you a
You just got
husband.
rejected. You just
Secure
got
you a
rejected.
husband.
You just try to secure you one and he rejected you, sir.
Ma'am, secure you a husband.
So this man already rejected you. You want to try again with gaslight?
Do you
What's
have a
the?
child? Did you find Pookie and Ray Ray to ejaculate inside of you?
Tara, I thought we were good.
I'm just listen. He been throwing his shot since he got up here. I was gonna give
I
him a
get it,
chance
but
to shoot
I,
his
I
shot.
don't want. I'm not about that life. You know what I mean? That's just not for me. If that's his thing, that's his thing.
But
I
Gaslight, if
just
you think
would.
this man, hold on, Gaslight, if you think this man won't bust it wide open for you, you're sadly mistaken.
You know
All you
what?
gotta get one agreement and he'll bust that thing wide open for you. Like, let's be honest.
Ma'am, I know that you want somebody to bust
Rasta,
you
raise
wide
your
open because you ain't
standards,
had that.
bro.
You ain't had none in a
Rasta, raise
long
your
time.
standards.
These undesirable women ain't had nobody take them on a date in about 10 months. They
He
getting
giving you his
upset.
best shit. He giving you his best shit. He going.
Yeah, I feel sorry for y'all Black American women.
That's what you got from your daddy, right? That
Y'all
man
the
ain't even in the room you're
y'all
trying to.
y'all the least desirable woman on the planet.
Oh, so Kevin, your daddy. So you look up to Kevin. That's why
Half of
y'all
you are overweight. Half of you are overweight.
go ahead. Say your shit. Go off. Let's see if
The,
somebody
the white the
somebody is
white
fake.
girls the white girls stealing all the black men.
Now try again. No takers. Try again.
Liz probably taking all of y'all boyfriends.
Still no takers. Come on, you can do better. Come on.
At the end of the day, I'm trying to give y'all advice so you can secure a husband. If you don't want to listen, you can marry the cat. You can be a cat lady. You can marry LBGT. I know y'all like to have intercourse with all the LBGT boys in Atlanta. All of y'all spread STDs. All of y'all is very, very nasty and irresponsible with your body.
Damn, no takers. That's the best you got? Nobody wanna nobody?
Well,
Y'all gonna leave this man to hang the dry?
you notice nobody called me a liar. They know everything I say is the truth about Black American women.
There you go. Reverse psychology these motherfuckers. Let's see.
hmm They know I
Damn.
only tell the truth. They call me Black Jesus. I don't know how to tell a lie. Everything I say is the truth.
No takers. We need one more shot. One more shot. Somebody might take you on the offer.
hmm
Oh, that noise is terrible.
Yeah, he needed something bad. I guess that's the best he could think of. Sorry, get your ugly mug off the camera. What's up, Gaslight? You tried and you failed, Rasta. Nobody wanted it. You change the background.
Hey Liz.
Hey, Tara, how you doing today?
I'm good as always.
Always good to hear. You mind if I ask Rasta a question?
You right there.
Rasta, you said something about Black American women having STDs. You care to elaborate on that?
Yeah, studies show the CDC says 54% of Black American women have some form of herpes, whether it's cold sores or whether it's genital warts. So why would you want to get on an airplane that has a 50% chance of crashing? Only the Pookie and the Ray Ray is dumb enough to commit to the Black American woman. Any intelligent man, high value man with standards and morals and values, they would never even take a chance dating the Black American woman. They'll go to Africa to get them a woman with some morals and some values and some
Okay, great.
purity.
So here's the thing, right? Are you well? Can you tell me the difference between herpes and warts?
You have HSV1 and HSV2. You
But
should
her
see the
warts are
difference.
HPV. Yeah. So warts are HPV, human papillomavirus. It's not herpes simplex virus. You understand that? Yes. I mean, you should now
Duh.
because I just educated you. No. What do you
No,
mean, duh?
I've been know
What
that.
do
I've
you
been
mean,
knowing that.
duh? But you
He's gonna
didn't
talk
know
about
that.
it.
I
Let me
did.
come back.
All because I told you that 54% of BLK women got tested positive for herpes by the CDC does not mean that HPV don't exist. You never asked me about HPV or syphilis or other diseases. I was specifically talking about the statistics on herpes.
No, no, no. See what you just said, but you brought up genital warts. Genital warts isn't
Because
HPV, it's HSV. I mean, it's
duh,
HPV, not HSV. Look, I said
bro,
it wrong
you
and you
are an
said
idiot.
duh.
You're an
Because
idiot.
I know that I'm an idiot because I know the difference, or I'm an idiot because
HSV 1 and 2. You have two different forms of HSV.
no,
HSV 1 and
there
2.
are hundreds of types of HSV.
Oh my God, you're an idiot.
Am I?
Of course,
So how many forms of HPV is there?
many forms.
How many?
As many as Google. Go Google it yourself.
Oh, so you don't know.
I'm smarter
Understand,
than
y'all.
you.
No. I'm actually saying it wrong on purpose, but that's beside the point. So, why did you just call genital warts herpes?
Because you have HSV 1 and HSV 2. Somebody
Right.
that
The
has
genital.
HS.
Listen,
Well,
listen, listen. Stop, stop,
hold on.
stop.
No, no, no,
Genital
no, no,
warts
no,
is
no. Bro, what
HPV.
the
You
fuck
understand
is
that,
wrong
right?
with you? Like, you're stupid.
Nothing's wrong with me. You're just wrong.
No, you're dumb. People that have HSV 1, they have cold sores on their mouth. People that have HSV 2, they start getting genital warts. The fuck is wrong
No,
with you?
dummy head. You're a stupid McNugget. I'm just gonna be
Oh
honest
my
with you.
God. Next,
No
next
next.
speaker,
We're
next
gonna we're
speaker,
gonna get you
next
together,
speaker,
brother. Listen,
next
listen, listen.
speaker.
I'm trying to help. Look, I'm trying
I
to
don't
help
need
you
your
out so
help. I
you
don't
don't look
need your
stupid
help.
out here. You're
I don't
gonna go
need
to
your help.
Africa and they're gonna be
I
like, "Oh
don't
my
need your
God,
help.
this nigga
I don't
is
need your help.
dumb." They're gonna
You
be,
can't
"This
even
nigga
afford to
is dumb."
travel. You cannot afford it.
Everybody's phone has a
You
camera on
don't
it.
even have a
Literally,
passport.
everybody's phone
You
has a
cannot
camera on it.
afford it. You
I
cannot
can't
afford to
afford a
travel.
camera phone.
You can't
Who
afford to
can't?
travel. You
I
poor.
can't afford to try. Listen, bruh,
You're a
bruh.
poor
I
boy.
do. I do the same
Poor
shit you
boy.
do.
Poor boy.
I do the same shit you do. So if
Poor
I
boy.
can't afford it, you can't afford it.
Poor boy. I saw your page. You have no vacation pictures and
Even if
videos.
I'm
You're
poor,
poor.
even if I'm poor, I'm smarter than you.
I doubt it.
Says the person who don't know the difference
Okay,
between HPV and
next speaker.
HSV.
Next speaker.
It seems no one wants to talk to you. Why do
You
you think
have
that
daddy
is?
issues. You have daddy issues.
You have
The
daddy
prompt
issues.
is
In fact,
about you. The prompt is
you know
about
what your
you.
daddy issue. You know what
You
your
have
daddy
daddy
issue
issues.
is.
The prompt is
You
about
know what your
you.
daddy issue is.
You
Your
have no
dad wasn't
children.
there.
You
Your
have no
dad wasn't
children.
there.
Nobody wants to create a baby with you. You're worthless. No woman
Wait,
carry
wait.
your baby. You're
You know your daddy
LGBT.
issue is your
You're
dad
not
wasn't
allowed. You're
there.
not allowed to be a daddy. You're not allowed. You're not qualified to be a daddy.
So tell us
You're
more
poor.
about
You're
your dad
poor.
that was absent. Tell us
You're
more about
poor.
your absent
You
dad,
cannot afford it.
Rasta.
You're
Rasta.
poor.
Remember you
You
told us that
cannot
your dad
afford it.
wasn't there and he was a Rolling
You
Stone?
cannot
Remember you told
afford
us
it.
Papa
You're
was a
poor.
Rolling Stone?
I never said that.
You
Now you
did. You
lying on
told us.
me.
You told us
You,
that your father didn't marry
you're
your mother.
poor.
No. You
You're
told us your
poor.
father didn't marry your mother, and he wouldn't
No,
have had all of these. I can't even call them
no.
outside kids because he had no. He was not
You
married to
will
your
never
mother.
have a child because you're poor. You cannot afford it.
How many baby mamas you got?
You cannot afford to have a child. You're poor.
How many baby mamas you
You
got?
cannot afford it.
How many baby mamas you got?
Nobody wants to create nothing with you
How many single mothers have you created?
more than you.
That's not a flex
Nick
at
Cannon.
all.
I'm on future level, NBA young boy level. All the women choose me. Nobody chooses you. Nobody wants to have your baby.
So this room is full of women. Would
You're
any of you
poor.
women give this guy a chance?
And don't listen. You're poor. You
No.
cannot
You
have
said
a
all the
baby.
women choose you. These are women.
You're poor. Your sperm don't work.
You're poor.
You cannot have a baby.
What does it take to have a baby?
Money, something that you don't have.
So how did you manage it?
Because I got more money than you.
Having more money than me doesn't mean you
Yeah,
have money. Like you could still be
you're
poor.
poor.
You know, two poor people with more
You're
money is
poor.
still poor people. Yes.
Yeah, you're poor. You cannot afford it.
It's crazy.
You,
You know why
you
you keep
cannot afford
repeating yourself? You know why you keep repeating
you're
yourself?
poor.
Because you're just like your
You
father.
cannot
He
afford
kept
it.
making the same mistakes. This
You're
is why he
poor.
have all of these illegitimate
You
children.
cannot afford
How
it.
does it feel to be an illegitimate offspring?
You're poor and you cannot afford it.
What does it feel to be an
No
illegitimate
woman likes
offspring?
you. No woman, no woman like you. No woman likes you. You will never have a child.
This explains why you
You
advocate for
would
going out of
never,
the
never,
country
never
because no
have a
women in
child.
America like
You would
you.
never complete the chapter in your book. You will go to the grave a little boy,
You were
never
you
being
were
a
you
daddy.
were oh
You would never be a daddy.
hey, watch it. Watch it. I have your
You
mom
would
calling me
never, you'll
daddy.
never be a daddy. You'll never have a child. You're too poor.
I will have your mom calling me
You're a
daddy.
lame. You the type
Watch
of
it,
dude
little
all the
fella.
girls cheat on. Your girlfriend cheat on you with me. Like you the type of dude that get cheated on and take the girl back.
I'm gonna get down. I'm cooking for my family. I was just gonna drop in. But
You don't want to
gotta
comment
go.
on the prompt? Right, you don't want to comment on the prompt? You can
Well, I
comment.
was just gonna say because Rasta was up here talking about Black American women. I'm not from the U.S. I'm
Mhm.
from the Philippines. All my family's still there, and many Filipino women are like raised to play men who travel just to exploit them. So like it's a weird thing to think that they're gonna get better there when women are like typically raised to take advantage of men who
I like
travel
your
just to exploit
complexion.
them.
Issa, you kind of
But
pretty.
I don't care what you think. I have a family.
Yeah,
Oh,
there's a
okay.
lot of places they can't go. Even like
Eh,
Colombia, they're on alive in them niggas.
yeah, if you want to
But I've
explain,
traveled
you
all
say
over.
something
I've
about.
traveled all over the world. My parents are both immigrants. Like I've traveled everywhere, and I just think it's funny that you can tell he's very insecure, and he probably doesn't get picked often because I don't see why you have to degrade women just to say that, just to make your point that you're not satisfied here. I don't see why that's a problem.
I'm not
I have to
degrading
finish
them,
cooking for my family, so you guys have a wonderful night. And I'm sorry that man is so upset.
ma'am. I'm not
Mhm.
upset. I'm not degrading women.
Thanks for
I'm just
coming up.
speaking facts. I only read statistics. I'm only reading the facts. That's it.
I don't think anybody cares.
Still
But yeah,
Prove you can read.
statistics.
it was
I
a
want to
hold
see
up.
him
I did
prove
a
he can
vote.
read.
It was 14 people that voted. 13 said it's a no. Rasta. They was like no.
Know about what? Listen, what a woman say and what a woman do is completely different. It's just like how y'all get online and say y'all want a nice guy that go to church and do this
Rasta,
and do that, and then
Rasta,
behind the
You gotta lie
scenes
to
y'all sleep
yourself.
with all the bad guys. Nobody
Rasta.
trusts
No
that,
means no, Rasta. No means no.
ma'am.
No means no, Rasta.
Let me look at your page.
You do that. Please look at my page. Please. No means no.
Damn, he got shot down twice. No, ooh, sorry. He got rejected twice. In a
Now
row.
he got
Damn.
rejected by everybody. He had to.
Ma'am, please. All of y'all would choose me in real life.
Rejected.
All of y'all
Betrayal.
love me in real life.
No,
Sir, I
But
don't
that's
know
not okay.
you.
No, that's the thing. He gotta say that because he gotta say that to himself. That's why I say your daddies be conditioning y'all and be fucking y'all up. But
Who
chances
is
you want to
that
say
talking?
something? Hold on, shut up. Chances you want to say something again because you've been down there waiting patiently.
I'm truly just listening.
So do you
Listen
agree
to
with
this woman
Rasta?
lie.
Do you agree with
Okay.
Rasta in all his comments?
Listen.
I,
He's a
Rasta
I,
young
I
said
think
lad.
I
He's
made it. I
learning.
think I made it pretty clear earlier. I didn't really agree with what he was saying.
okay.
Listen, he's a young lad. When he get older, he'll turn into young Rasta.
Be careful, no,
I'm
that's your
sure
future.
he'll
Look at
change. Yeah,
that.
that's right.
Hit the
They,
wall
they,
and lonely.
no,
Rasta
we're
hit the
not
wall
lonely.
and he's
I got two
lonely.
wives. I
Be
got two
careful, that's your
wives.
future.
No, I got two wives. I'm not lonely,
Haunting, isn't it?
and I get
He's spending
baggage.
his free time on TikTok when he could be with his so-called wives.
He trapped them
Haunting.
women.
Listen.
That's what he did. He trapped them.
No, I did trap them. I get beautiful
Haunting.
women.
Do you have two wives
Sure you do.
that know?
That's
Like,
right.
are you in a throuple, or is it like you have two separate families?
I got two separate families.
Do they know about each other?
Yep.
That's.
No, do you really believe this? No.
I mean,
Of course.
if it is true, it's very surprising.
No. You
Well,
can't.
bigamy is illegal in the United States, so one of them is a baby mama.
I
Hold
thought he
on, real
didn't.
quick.
I
The
thought he
I have
didn't
a
correct
live.
question,
question.
the
I thought he
correct
didn't live in
question
the
is,
United
do
States.
they know about him? That would be a more appropriate question. There's two families that he have. Do they know about him?
Of course they do.
All right, whatever. No. Why
Yeah,
you decide not to circle jerk with that man?
I just didn't agree with what
I
he was
didn't.
saying.
I didn't expect you to reject him so many times. Why you reject that man?
Well, for one, the from the conversation we had earlier, I was like, well, I just won't. When someone comes up being rude, I just won't entertain it. I'll just
Why do y'all keep on turning my
and then
camera off?
and then aside from that, I just wasn't agreeing with him. So
I thought that part was interesting. I just wanted to know.
I don't like the generalizing. I never liked that type of rhetoric.
But
So
you participated in generalizing earlier though, so you gotta be consistent.
what did I say?
No. G was generalizing. You participated earlier. You gotta be consistent with your shit.
Well, I'm sorry. You, I think am I tweaking? Whenever
Yeah, you
the
have to
interaction
tweak
with G happened, you said that was disrespectful, right?
But no, what did G say that you allow him to interrupt you to say? Like, what did you agree so much? You like, damn, when I'm saying not important, I gotta agree with this man in this moment. Even though
When G came up, you were talking.
No. What about G that you agree with? I was literally telling him to mute up because
I didn't agree with G. It was just funny how he came on so aggressive. It's like you know what shock value humor is, right? It was like it's just
No.
shocking.
Sorry, I literally put the circle jerk on the background. Y'all did it for a couple of minutes.
Definitely not. I mean, I don't remember exactly what I was talking to him about, but it was definitely not on anything we agreed on. It was just,
Why y'all keep turning off the camera? Like, come on.
Not impressed, Rasta. It looked like you messed with some little ass girls you grooming. We not impressed.
They know little girl. They look better.
Hold on, real quick. Somebody was talking. You being rude. What you was saying?
to respond to 2829, because she doesn't want me to say her name, which is fine. The person earlier, you can ask Tara if you want to. G was just aggressive. Like he came up here calling her a fat bitch and whatnot, and it was just
Yeah,
crazy.
that's what I'm saying. Hold up. Because you said the only thing I asked him was to put himself on mute so we can have the conversation. So it wasn't that I was talking to him. You just was hella excited to participate in the circle jerk with him. So that's why I was trying to figure out what changed, because you say you don't like to be general, but at the same time, like you engaged in circle jerking with somebody who was
The
being general.
So there's like there's a disconnect here because you're like assuming my intentions. I was
No. I'm not
trying to.
assuming your intentions. I'm telling you what you did. That's not assuming an intention. I'm telling you that you allowed that man to disrupt you so that you can agree with some
It
general
wasn't disrupting me.
shit.
It wasn't disrupting
It
me.
was interrupting
When
you.
he came up, when
You
G came
literally
up,
came up here. You were
hold on,
struggling
Tara,
up to some side with the prompt
when
words.
G
I know
came
what
up,
happened.
when G came up, you were the one talking.
No, I said mute up so you could finish saying what you were saying. He actually interrupted you while you were talking.
Absolutely not.
Turn
He
the
did.
comments on so I can comment because
Oh, y'all did get to
I'm
25K.
trying to comment. I'm trying to comment.
All right, let's get to 35K. I don't care about you commenting.
No, you said 25K. I was tapping. Like that's
No,
not
tap, you get 35. Shut up. Tap to 35 then. All right,
that's
no,
not
you.
fair. That's not
I'm gonna
fair.
do open panel stuff for him to see you whining. Y'all can say what y'all want to say.
Yeah, man, it's not fair, bro.
You like a big baby, Lord.
But it's essentially what I was getting at in the end, Tara, is because of that interaction, I wanted to carry myself differently while I was on the live. That's all that was.
Okay.
I
But I'll
see
be
you
up there
want
with
to show us that you're different. Is that what you're saying?
Excuse me.
You want to show us you different?
I don't want it to be hostile.
Of course,
I
they
don't
want to
even think
start
you know what
problems because they
hostile
are.
means.
Whenever that
Like, because you're
happened,
using that word wrong, or you're using it in the
You're a
wrong
feminist. That's
context.
why you want to
aggressive,
argue.
Rasta,
What?
chill, jeez. But aggressive, whatever you want to call it. But whenever that happened, because me and Tara, we were like fairly calm before that. But then whenever that happened, we were on like worse terms. So I'm just saying,
Because you didn't do
in order to
anything. You
not
just let
have
it
that.
happen.
Yeah, sure.
Man, come on, man. What is we
That's what I'm
doing?
saying. This time, I'm chilling, just trying to get it along.
Yeah,
No,
man.
I find
Stop
it funny,
attacking him.
Rasta.
Stop
Nobody's
attacking
talking to
him.
you. No, I find it funny that it almost seems like you want to be our friends. So I'm just a tad bit uncomfortable. Like you like to say our names as if you know us, like we have some kind of connection with each other. It's just kind of weird.
That's just like I'm so sorry. Like we're from two different corners of the internet.
Oh
Whenever I
yeah,
see
we are.
whenever I see a username, I just say it. You know, I have no idea if I won't say your name. I have no idea if that's your name or not. I just started saying it.
It sounds like
Uh,
it's the way in which you're saying it and how you trying to talk to us and Tara and and Prince. It's just
It's just like
it's
it's a lot of it.
masking,
And so
Deja.
you
It's
want
a
him to
lot
curse
of
you out? You want him to curse you out?
it's
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 a
the
lot
lack
of
of
masking.
accountability too.
it's a lot of intent assuming. Like all I'm trying to do is just be civil. That's it. There was an error in how I conducted myself earlier. I just tried to correct it. And admittedly, I got heated for a moment because Liz came up there and I apologized to her, or I asked her if she wanted an apology. I DM'd her
Stop
separately.
over explaining yourself. That's not a
Rasta,
If
shut
if you
masculine
up.
have
trait.
to if you
They
have
don't
to
they don't
ask to
know
give
Hold
an
me.
up,
apology,
Rasta.
then it's not a
Hold
real
up,
apology.
Rasta. He
Yeah,
already said he don't want to circle jerk with you.
Vin,
Like,
you weren't
stop
here.
trying to force it on him.
Vin, you weren't here earlier. Whenever trying to call
Dude, I
you.
was here the whole live.
Okay, well,
Sir, I
did you
was here the
hear?
whole live.
Okay, did you
I
hear
heard
what I?
everything.
Okay, so you heard why I asked people if they want an apology. Then.
Yeah, I heard why, and it also sounds like you only say that because you don't really want to apologize for the things that you do, nor do you want to take accountability for the
Yeah,
things that you do either.
Jesus, like it's a lot of this
It's like
intent.
you're doing it right now. Like you're
Look,
doing it right now.
sure, but it's a lot of this intent assuming, right?
It's not intent assuming, it's an
Read the
observation of your
comments,
actions.
bro. Read the comments, bro.
Wait, she
I
just
mean, you
said
keep
something
saying,
and you go,
oh,
sure,
sorry.
sure, sure. Like you disregarded and dismissed what she just said. So it sounds
And
as if you're not
admittedly,
being sincere.
I'm getting a little stressed out. Is I feel like
Because it's that cognitive distortion going
every
on.
action I've taken has been interpreted in the most negative way that it could be.
It's not interpretation, that's the result of our observation of your
Yeah, which makes
actions.
it an interpretation.
It's not. It's how
The
we're
the
looking at what you're
results the
doing right
results of
now.
the results from an observation is your
Uh-huh.
interpretation of the observation.
Or it's like just your actions. You don't like how it's being
Over
perceived.
explaining this for
Yeah, well,
LGBT.
exactly. I don't like how it's being perceived because it's
So
being
that means
perceived
you
in the
gotta
most.
sit with your discomfort
Hold
at
on.
that. So like, why are you
Please let
getting
me
upset
finish.
at how people are observing you?
Yeah, please let me
You're
No,
finish.
not
just calm,
listening.
just chill.
I'm chill. I'm chill. Um, yeah, I was getting a little upset, and I said that to 28,
Yeah,
29.
because your cognitive stuff is being distorted. And that's why you're getting mad.
Nothing cognitive is being distorted.
Yeah, it is. Because if it wasn't, you wouldn't be this up in arms about it. You'd be willing to
I'm not
sit and
really
really
up in
be
arms. It's
introspective
just
about why these group of women
I no
perceive my
I can
actions as they are.
I
Is there
can
something wrong that I'm
understand.
doing?
Hold on, okay, please. I can understand that. I would
Hmm.
just like it if when I explain myself, I wasn't just dismissed. You know what I'm
Are
saying?
you explaining yourself or are you giving excuses for yourself?
I'm explaining myself. See, like that
Because they're
right there.
coming off as excuses. Because if you're explaining yourself, you would have spent a lot more time
Well,
Listening
I had
instead
to
of talking
explain.
over Tara
No,
when
move
she's been
on,
trying to
no.
explain things
Move
to you.
on, no.
I
Move
don't
on,
Like
really.
this
no.
has been since the whole time since you've been up here. You haven't been listening to anything Tara's been saying.
That's just blatantly not true.
It's not. I've been here the whole life since it started.
Well, then you know that's not true.
No, I know that it is true, and I know you have a hard time taking accountability. Just like you have a hard time understanding what the prompt is saying. It's like you don't comprehend what's in front of you.
Okay. Can I ask you this question? Can you tell me what the prompt means to you?
No, I'm off the clock, sweetie.
Okay. Ben, I
Unless you're going to,
I don't
unless
know
you're in
why.
fifth
I don't
grade,
know
unless
why
you're in
you
fifth
even
grade and you're
decided
paying
to
me
talk to me.
$30 an hour,
Ben,
I'm not
listen.
explaining
I
shit to
don't know
you.
why. I don't know why
Reading
you
comprehension
even
is over a
attempted
couple of
to
hours
talk to me
ago.
because you
You're
don't
an
want to
adult.
talk to me.
You're an
You want to
adult. And here you are
talk
talking
at
over
me.
me because you're upset.
No, you're talking over
You're
me. I
talking
was
over me
talking and
because
you
you're
started talking.
upset.
I was talking, you started talking. That's what I'm saying. I don't know
No,
why
I
you
was
even
still
started
talking and you
talking.
kept trying to interrupt
That's not
me because I
true.
told
That's
you
not true.
no. You're
That's
mad
not
because I
true.
told you no.
That's not true. That's not what happened.
You're mad because I told you no.
No, I'm
No,
mad
stop
because you keep
fighting
talking
her.
over
Rasta,
me.
shut up.
Stop
You're
fighting
not a
her.
leader. Nobody's
God
impressing
damn. The
you.
boy
Shut
is
up,
so
Rasta.
he can't
Rasta,
No,
get
the
it.
shut
boy
He
up.
is
don't
a grown ass
understand.
man. If he wants to understand something, he can go read for himself, but clearly he can't read. And my work hours are over, so I'm not
Okay,
helping
yeah,
you with reading
you're right. You're right.
comprehension.
You're right. He can't read. Okay,
So
next.
no,
Now what's
here's the
next?
problem. Here's the problem with why she's not answering you and why you're getting upset. It's a clear prompt up here. These are very simple, basic words, and you're having problems with it. I'm sure you were taught context clues in school, and if that is the case, you should be able to figure out what is set up here, right? And so
Right.
you are not taking the time to figure out what it says. You want us to explain it to you. And I'm not your mama. She's not your mama. Tara's not your mama. Ross is trying to be your man. But none of that is important right now because you are old enough and should be able to read. And so this is a problem that black women have with black men. Or men
Can
in
I cut
Oh
in for a
goddamn.
second?
Rasta, shut
He's
up.
a
I'm not
boy.
talking
He's
to
not
you.
a man.
This is the
All
problem
right,
that
oh,
we have
bro,
with men. They
Rasta,
want us to do everything for
Jesus
you.
Christ.
And we're not going to do everything for you. She told
So
you she off the clock. Tara told you he's not going to explain it to you. She's not going to explain it to you. I'm not going to explain it to you. These
that's actually
words
not what
were
Tara
not
said.
on a college exam.
Uh,
These
uh,
words are very simple. I think they're
can I
fifth
cut
grade
in for
level, in
one
fact.
second? Can I cut in for 1 second, please?
So you're going to cut me off while I'm talking. That's what
Yes.
you're going to do.
Well, I'm asking if you will let me cut in for just 1 second.
The answer is no.
Okay, keep going.
No means no.
Okay, keep going.
Okay. So if you cannot at this point put these very simple elementary words together, we're not going to do the work for you. We're not going to build a man. We're not doing that because roster was built and you see the result of that.
No, I wouldn't.
So I need you to do your own work. I need you to be able to figure this out on your own because when you can't figure things out on your own, you go to the internet and you give out fake stats and you read them incorrectly like Rasta. And what
No,
I
I
don't
go. I
want
give
you to
out real
do is
stats.
be that man. I don't want you to come up here just yelling out stuff. I don't want you grooming young girls in another country because women that can read and actually know what type of man you are would never mess with you. No,
They
I
read
want you to
three
do the work.
languages. They
No,
got
I
three
want you to do
languages.
the work. Okay? Rasta is not the man you want to be. He's not who you need
Yeah,
to be.
yeah. Follow
Okay,
me.
okay. Can I talk now? I understand that. I understand that. And I appreciate that you wouldn't want me to be another person. However, I can read the prompt just fine. Men call it masculinity, but it's really just daddy issue. I can read that just fine. I know what all those words mean. However, I don't think that masculinity has a strict definition. I think that it's defined differently from people or from person to person. So when I came up, I asked Tara how she was defining it and to elaborate on what the prompt actually meant. Because if I was going to engage with it, I want to engage with the person who actually wrote it. And Tara didn't say she wouldn't explain it to me. She claims she's explained it to me multiple times, but I must have missed the explanation because I don't get it there.
All right, let
But
me get
so
clarification.
earlier,
Hold up, pause. I'm gonna get
okay.
clarification, not to you, but Deja. Deja, I'm sorry. But yeah, I'm not gonna explain. We already know when they come up, ask questions what's actually going on. And I said to him multiple times, I'll help you conceptualize on your own. But even then, when I was doing that, some guy came up here and was disruptive. He decided to engage in a circle jerk with him. After that point, I was done. I explained it multiple different ways, but he could not conceptualize what I was saying. So, like, no, I guess he's still expecting labor. After he circle jerked with a man who was being disrespectful to me, and the fact that he think he just come back from that is very interesting. Like, you think
I'm so sorry,
hold up, hold up.
Okay.
Pause. I'm
Yeah.
talking. Pause.
I thought you were done. I
Be
thought it
on
kind of
somebody panel, to be on somebody panel, to engage in disrespectful discourse with a random person that comes up and then think, oh, the host is going to give you grace and still explain something or help you understand what's going on. It's fucking delusional as hell. What's up, Mia?
Yeah, Tara, I don't understand
That's
why.
it. Go ahead, Deja.
I don't understand why the one interaction has to define like our entire future conversation. I was just trying
That's
to
because
correct the
no,
mistake.
that's because you have core boundaries. That's the difference.
Okay. I don't. Uh, 22829. Are you fine if I address you that way? It feels weird calling a person a number.
Why would it feel weird to you? I know why it feels weird to me, but I want to know why it feels weird to you.
So, have you ever? I feel like you're not gonna like this. Have you ever seen a show called Dragon Ball?
How old are you?
I'm 25, but listen,
And
listen.
you talking about Dragon Ball Z?
But listen.
I'm done with this conversation. That's not even. I thought you were going to say something profound, like
okay, I haven't even said it
prison and
yet.
stuff like that. But you gonna talk to me about cartoon? That's
But
what you got.
I haven't
You know
even
what?
said it yet.
Yeah, okay, you got it. Don't address don't address me at all. Call me her. How about that?
I like this is
You a whole
crazy.
black man, and
I
you get into a
didn't.
cartoon as opposed to not wanting me to be called a number because you could have said something about prison. That'd have been way more in
I've
depth,
never
more
been to
profound.
prison. I don't know anything about that.
You a black man and you don't know nothing about prison.
I
That's what
haven't
you're telling me.
been.
I've never been in either.
But
You
anyway,
a whole black man and you telling me you don't know any.
I was just trying to explain to you
I
why
asked you a
I found it
question.
weird.
You are a black man in the United States of America and you don't know anything about prison or jail or confinement at all. That's what detention. You don't know anything about those systems.
Not a lick.
Damn, dude, where have you been?
What the fuck?
What are you reading? Are you just watching anime and jerking off in your sock?
In my sock?
Sir, you're 25 years old and the best thing you can come up with is Dragon Ball Z? Really?
You don't even know what I was about to say about it.
I don't need to know what you're about to say about it.
Okay, Vin,
It's
please
already
stop
gonna be
talking to me.
bullshit.
Wait, please stop talking to me.
Why?
Every
Are
time,
you upset?
anytime me and
You
you
upset?
interact,
Are you
anytime me and you
mad?
interact,
Are you mad?
you just talk over me. There's no point in me talking to you at all.
Because
Why
what
do
you're
you
going to
keep
say is
talking to me?
stupid. You're
Okay,
about to say
cool.
stupid shit.
Why do you want to keep interacting with a stupid person?
I don't know. It's exciting to me.
Yeah, you're weird.
I know.
Anyway,
Yeah.
Tara, I'm sorry that I ruined any future conversations we could ever have because of that the thing with G. Deja, I'm sorry, whatever happened to your fucking
Are you
life.
about to drop?
Sir, you're about to. Oh.
And
Hold up. Are you about to
Ben, I
drop?
like your art. Ben, I like your art a lot.
You
But
can
yeah,
go suck a
Hold up.
toe.
Hold up, y'all. If you're gonna drop these, just go. He couldn't get away from it. But at the same time, no, you fulfilled your purpose. Hold on, I got me back up. Y'all can respond to the prompt.
All right. We can call it masculinity. Yeah, it is, because when you think about it, what men are doing is chasing an image of what their daddy is, and their daddy is chasing the image of what their grandpappy was, and the grandpappy is chasing an image of what their daddy was. So it's just a whole cycle of men chasing an illusion of what they think masculinity is. But all it is really just men being angry at their fathers for not being the men that they said they were supposed to be. You know?
No, I agree. Deja, did you want to say something?
No, I'm not about to go to the gym, but this is it. This is the quality we gotta choose from. It's really sad.
Yeah. Your energy. Don't choose at all. What's up, Rich?
Hey, hey, everybody. They call it masculine, but it's really just daddy issues. What you mean by that?
What you think? What you get from it when you read it?
I think it's more than this daddy issue. I think it's abandonment issues or trauma issues.
Wouldn't those
Cause
also be daddy issues?
hold on, I have to move away. Now, what you say?
The things you listen, wouldn't them also be isn't these a lot of these trauma and abandonment issues, daddy issues in themselves?
Uh, it can be. I think it's a little bit more than that.
How
I
so?
think. I think, in my opinion, it's more than daddy issues. It's accountability issues. I think it could be, you know, not going to therapy. I feel like everybody victim blaming. It could be. I think it's more than just daddy. I think it's more like, you know.
Therapy, not therapy, and victim blaming. All things that men learn from either their daddy who was there or the man who abandoned them.
I just feel like a lot of people are not healed yet. I feel like there are some majority, a lot of men don't want to go to therapy, don't want to heal, and I think they can because you have to put the work in. You have to put
So
the
hold
work
up.
in.
So you got let me get this straight. So if a man has a healthy relationship with therapy and he normalizes it with his son, will his son reject therapy?
I want to think his son reject therapy. I think that would be more like a personal issue, but you got to be willing to go get therapy first. I
But
think
that's
that's
what
the
I'm
first.
saying. Listen to what I'm saying. You talking about a man, his hero, the motherfucker he looks up to, his daddy, right? His ace one, the man he like wants to be just like at the end of the day. That man valued therapy, right? If a lot of these men and you talk to on a daily basis, if they have fathers who value therapy, do you think that they will also reject therapy or they have a similar views as their daddy?
Mm, I think I think it'll be more similar to their daddy if they never went to it.
Okay, but you missing the point. A lot of the abandonment issues because whether the father's in the home or not, the father does not connect with his child. If he does have connection with children, it'll be much closer with his daughter than his son. He'll purposely remove or not give his son any attention to like toughen his son up. Does that not happen?
No, that happens all the time. I'm not saying no, but if the way he gets his daughter love, he should get his son the same thing. And I think that's why you see a lot of young men out here are so angry and out of control.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. So men performance, what they consider masculinity, actually isn't masculinity. Your background loud. Hold up. It actually isn't masculinity, right? It's their validation they seek in
Oh
other
my God,
men.
yeah. Allow me to.
Does that make sense? I mean,
Hold on, can you hear me now?
yeah, I can.
Okay, I'm outside. That's why you hear a lot of just running cars coming by. I'm just saying that men need to build. First thing first, men need to build a relationship with himself, get himself right. But also, men gotta start being honest with these kids too, because if you can give your daughter the same love, their son should receive the same love. We gotta stop saying boys will be boys.
Yeah, I understand what you're saying, but listen what I'm saying. You talking about for the sons. These are the sons that we're talking to. These are sons who need fathers who actually can set a good example for them, but they have not. Their fathers, he was there and abandoned them. They refused to show them any kind of love or affection, right? They tossed them to the side. Well, they wasn't there, and that's what they figured out is to be a father, to not be there. No matter what, their idea what masculinity is about trying to get some type of validation from some man. the father who was there and rejected him. They want to impress him, or the father who wasn't there and the dude in the block they trying to get some type of validation from. But at the same time, like the problem with the men is the lack of father. The father issues, the daddy issues, whatever you say is a core of the issue. If all the fathers in the fucking world normalize going to therapy, the sons would fucking be jumping for joy to go to therapy to impress their fucking father, because that's who is the core of who they are. They would circle jerk over going to therapy. Thanks for getting a live goal. What's up, Paul? You wanted to be rude, go ahead.
No, I don't want to be rude, but
No.
you guys are
You
talking
was
like
already rude.
psychologists.
You was already
I'm
rude.
sorry,
For me,
I was already rude.
hold on. Me sharing information, you perceive that to be a psychologist. That's on you. But what you want to say to add to the conversation, sir?
Oh no, well, actually, I'm rather intoxicated by VNXY Prince's voice.
So you're a creep.
Pay me for my labor. Ain't no way. Pay me for my labor.
Hold on.
The hell you mean?
I don't know.
No,
I'm
no.
intoxicated right now, so I don't really know what I'm
Hold
doing.
up.
So
Hold on. Give that woman or something. Not you coming up here. That's fucking weird. At
you
least
know
add
what?
to the
Stop cursing. Hey,
conversation.
why don't you just stop cursing and I'll be well.
I'm grown.
So I don't like cursing.
I don't give a fuck. You on my panel, sir. If you don't like it, keep it going. We grown folks over here, not
Yeah.
children. So we gonna curse. That's weird.
Well, you can, but at least limited.
So what you can do is inbox Prince, cash up some money, and make sure say something to you or something. But you just being a fucking creep.
I just give her some love. I just give her some
No. But you
flowers.
ain't no money. You ain't did shit.
Really?
Oh, not 10
I just
cents.
jump on this live for a few seconds and I, heard of, so that's not
So
a, come
you
on.
threw 10 cents in the air.
Really? That's it?
That's what 10 roses is equal to.
I'm sorry. Hey, you guys just continue conversation. I'm just,
No, you about to get
that's
blocked.
about. Mm-hmm.
You ain't got shit to answer the conversation being creepy. Prince, you can
Oh,
block
no,
me.
I'm actually, this is the first time anybody has accused me of that. I'm not a creepy at all.
No, you definitely a creep. Like I said, Prince, you can block this man. He creepy. We all agree he creepy.
I don't care. You can do whatever you want.
Of course we can. What the fuck you talking about? He ain't gonna
Yeah,
say
just
nothing. He
just
ain't
like
got
you
shit to say.
cursing. All right, bye.
Alright, that's weird. Weird fucking behavior. Y'all fucking weird. Hold on, one of y'all niggas was talking shit earlier. Y'all love to talk shit and hide in the comments. That shit interesting. This that nigga who was on my fucking video. Y'all some stalkers. Is that supposed to be your daddy in the pit? Or that shit?
You talking to me?
Yeah, nigga.
You talking to Black Superman?
You funny as shit. What you think about the
Calm
call?
down.
Huh? You want Cam up? You can Cam up. Are you Uber? What the fuck is that?
I think this is
My
Dawn in
dog.
the background.
Dog.
Yeah, you want to
Why
ask?
did you pull me up here? What's the problem? Yeah, I feel like some of y'all sound stupid as hell in here. That's all I was saying. Shit, I have my opinion, right?
All right, tell us what you meant by it, though. Because you was talking a lot of shit.
That shit is real. It's real cutthroat. You sound fucking stupid.
Oh, you
That's
hear
what I
some
mean.
sentence behind it. So it's just a
You
projection?
sound stupid. This whole shit sounds stupid. You got a bunch of women in here trying to tell people what masculinity is.
Oh, you real angry.
Bitch, you wouldn't know what masculinity was if it fucking hit you in the face.
Oh, he big man. Big masculines. Oh, man.
You should be the Black
I
Hawk.
ain't big man, I'm just telling you what it is. Y'all ain't having this dumbass
man.
conversation. I feel like I add my dumbass 2 cents to it.
Now, why you not Black
Big
Hawk?
man.
Say again?
You should be Black Hawk.
You can call me what you want, sweetheart. Shit, it is what
I'm
it
just
is.
saying, Hawk man.
That shit don't change the fact that you still a woman. Talk about masculinity and you bitches ain't hard at all. Y'all don't know what masculinity is.
And you are? You sound
You
flaccid right
probably
now.
don't have a husband. You don't
You
have a
sound like you got
boyfriend.
chicken legs.
Sound like you hoes is
You only
lesbian.
do upper body?
Bitch, you can go to my page and look at what I look like. Fuck out of here.
No, then why are you using the AI?
This shit ain't
Using
hard. I don't
AI in
use
your
AI,
profile
bitch. My shit ain't
picture. You
private.
sound
My page
flaccid.
ain't private though,
Put
bro.
your cam up.
Okay,
Cam up and
Shrimpy.
show us. Hold up, Prince.
My page
Cam
ain't
up,
private. Go look at that shit.
cam up and show us your legs.
I don't have to cam up, bitch. I'm at work. Fuck is you talking about?
Oh, you so angry.
I ain't
Why you
angry.
so
I'm just.
angry?
This how I talk. This how I talk.
Yeah, I
Don't get
know.
upset.
I'm pretty sure you talk like that all the time, but why you so angry?
This real masculinity, you dummy.
Where your daddy at?
Fucking dummy.
Where your daddy at?
Dead, bitch. I'm 44 years old. Fuck is you saying?
Oh, your daddy
At
gone.
your big age.
Been gone.
Damn.
Been gone. Been grown.
Was he
Married with kids.
So he was gone when he
Grown
was a
kids.
kid. He was gone when he was a kid.
Y'all sound ignorant as fuck in this bitch.
So you triggered.
No, I'm not triggered. I felt like I wanted to tell you bitches y'all sound ignorant. That's it.
But see, that's the thing. The only bitch is you, right? You the only bitch in here. That's why we not
No,
responding.
when I first came in here, you was talking nigga this and nigga that.
Hold
So
on,
if
hold
you say that, I
on,
can
sir.
call
And
you
I
a
was
bitch.
talking directly to you. All that
I
shit
was
was
talking
you.
directly to you.
Oh, you feel some type of way because your daddy not around. It's fucking crazy.
I don't care that my dad is not around, sweetheart. I'm fucking grown. I take care of myself.
That's
What
why
the
you
fuck are talking
got. That's why you got Superman in your profile.
I'm definitely Superman, bitch. Definitely him.
You know Superman's a symbol of white tea supremacy, right?
You can call it what you want. Where you
No,
get
his
that shit
daddy
from?
is YT supremacy.
What school
That's
you go
the
to to
thing.
get that shit from?
Well, technically,
What school you went to get that shit from?
Hey, Tara.
Why are you trying to clock me? If you don't know, you don't
Let's
know.
talk about the topic at hand. You bitches ain't got
Let's
no.
talk about how you screaming in the
Bro,
mic
what's
because you're
up,
supposed
Dad?
to be at work.
What's up, Dad?
Did you guys hear him say that he just wanted to tell you guys that he is an idiot?
Yeah.
He sounds like an idiot.
But when you guys say daddy issues correlate to masculinity, are we talking about like intergenerational cycles of male trauma, like father to son, and then repeating what was done to him? Or are we saying that
Yeah. All
masculinity
that.
in its purest form is toxic and needs to be like redone? Like, which one are you guys getting at?
What do you think? What do you think?
I'm asking. I'm a man. I can't
No,
think
no.
of a woman.
Okay, so all right. When you read this, right? What comes to mind?
Well, my opinion's gonna be different. My father,
Right. That's why it's there. So when you come up and read it, you give your opinion.
I just don't see like a correlation and causation between having an abusive or negligent father and not being able to act like a proper man. I think those two things can go together, but they don't cause one another, if that makes sense.
So explain what a proper man is and what masculinity is.
I don't think I don't think there is like a proper man or a proper woman. I think there's just a proper human. If you understand, perspectives outside of your own, if you're the type of person that can exist outside of your own individual lived reality, and you have empathy and critical thinking and understanding, you don't need to be a true man or a true woman. You're just a person treating other people like they're also people.
So why did you use the phrase a proper man?
Wait, what was that?
Why did you use the phrase a proper man?
Just because it's a colloquialism, it's easier to understand. When people hear, good man, they think of, good
So
example.
what does that mean? Yeah, because clearly the way you just explained it, it goes against saying a proper man because it's supposed to be, it's objective, right?
I'm saying it's a colloquialism. Most people don't view gender roles in the same way that I do, so it's easier to say good man or good women. It makes the process easier to digest for people that aren't initiated.
No, men had settled, like had standards of what gender roles supposed to be.
Well, it's not just man. Society as a whole sets those standards. Just because there might be like a power displacement between matriarchy and patriarchy doesn't
So
mean.
again, so who had the power to set the standard?
Well, it depends on what country you're talking about. If we're talking about China, there's like whole regions of China where women are in control of the household and they make the decisions and they run the family. You can look
Absolutely.
at.
So you saying China is matriarchal?
Giving you examples of where women have more control than men. Regional.
Joe,
China has more.
mm,
Is a matriarchal system.
If you're a person that thinks China's like, all the buildings are made of cardboard and everyone is eating like bugs all day, then obviously you're not going to understand my point. But if
No,
you're
no, no. So wait.
That's a weird
What
assumption.
did I say to make you
it
think we're
is.
talking about eating bugs?
Well, no, you said China like it's not a good comparative example. China is just as wealthy as we are and are about to be more wealthy.
What I had never said anything about money. I asked you if China is matriarchal.
China is neither. It doesn't have the same.
China is a patriarchy. China functions as a patriarchal society. What are you talking about, Joe?
What are you talking about?
Does not function in the same way that America functions.
Yes,
Wait,
it
wait.
does.
Yes, it does.
That's
Wait.
not the point. That's not the point, though.
It isn't the point. It isn't the point.
No, no,
I
no,
was-
no. You're not getting the point.
My only example is that unlike America, there are large regions in China where women.
Joe, are you? Hold on, Joe. Are
That's
you? Would you identify as a white T man?
Just call me whatever. I'm Turkish, but call me
No,
white.
I'm asked or melanated or Arab. What's?
I look white.
How do you identify?
It
Because
looks-
you sound very.
it
Because
looks-
you sound very much indoctrinated in like white supremacy and patriarchy. By the way, you're answering this question with a lot of
You even know what it
semantics.
fascist.
You're answering with a lot of semantics, so you're
Libertarian.
trying to not answer the question.
In like the working class. If anyone here is pushing weird subversive American nonsense,
Hold on.
Nah,
I think,
it's you.
Hold on,
It's
Prince, hold on,
you.
Prince. I think Dex was trying to get to a point.
control people for the most part. You're doing nothing. You got no praxis. You do no theory.
Hold on, sorry. You're getting so lost in examples, you lost the plot. Dex, you want to help him like get to the point because I don't know where the fuck he going at.
Yeah, it's at a point he's even getting me lost now because it doesn't. Wait, Joe, hold up. Let's kind of rewind, right?
Relate to their children.
Joe,
Calm down.
Of your lived existence.
Joe,
So why would I
Joe,
not talk?
Calm down.
time out.
Calm
Easy.
down, Joe. Relax, Joe.
Relax.
Calm down. You have a chance to talk. Calm down. Are you trying to have a conversation with somebody? You're not on the same page. It's not a conversation with Joe. Relax.
Right. Like, don't just gish gallop, right? So here's the thing, right? China is by far a patriarchy to the point that they literally used to unalive, little girls, right? They wanted more
can't-
boys, right?
Calm
Wait.
down,
Let me just
Joe.
finish. So Jesus.
You can't just say China kills little girls and
Joe, calm down, Joe. How you
Right.
gonna get the point? Calm down. You won't get a chance to talk. Just calm the fuck
his
down.
point begins with China kills.
Joe. Let him land, Joe. Calm down.
Right. My point is actual facts. That's what they did. They had a one-child rule and they wanted boys. And actually to the point that they literally have more men than women in China because of it. And the government actually had to admit that they made a huge mistake because now they don't know what to do with all the men in China. So it's not a mix. It's always been a patriarchy. So to say that it's a mix or it's neither is one of the most dumbest things ever. But again, I want you to explain to me what masculinity is. Oh, he ran. Okay.
Oh, damn.
Who's the host?
How you doing? What you want to say about the prompt?
Hey, how you doing? I'm trying to figure out who the host is, and when you say masculinity, like because masculinity itself is just to me being a man, but I'm trying to see how you or whoever the host,
Okay,
how
hold
the
on.
host is defining it,
Sorry.
or
Are
how
you
they,
a man, right? So masculine.
yeah, of course.
Calm down. Do you think that's how men generally define masculinity, of just generally just being a man, and then no expected
No,
traits attached to being a man?
no. What I'm trying to figure out is whoever, if you're the host, I'm trying to figure out because the way it's written on here, this is men call it masculinity, but it's really daddy issues.
That's what it
I,
said.
I think the way it's written is kind of confusing. I think there's a certain thing as masculinity, then toxic masculinity, as in a guy or a man who hasn't really who's not in tune with his emotional side, that overreacts and tends to go overboard, whether it's being loud or trying to exude himself in a way that makes him toxic to everybody else around him. I think that's why you have a lot of men in jail today. A lot of men that can't control their emotions because there is
So you
a
want to change the
toxicity to it.
conversation to toxic masculinity,
Yeah,
even though it doesn't say that?
I think there's masculinity, then
Okay.
there's toxic, where a lot of men is just not in control of their emotions, and they'll prey on other people, manipulate or whatever, to because they think that's being a man, just having this crazy control over other people to dominate. So I think the men that's overly domineering, you can be domineering, but I think as a man you have to, um, especially if you're depending if you're physically stronger than other men, you have to
So
have a
what?
sense
All
of
right. So hold up. What are masculine traits that are not tied to toxic masculinity?
you said that or not.
Yeah.
I think a man that's patient, that stands up for other people, um, that provides structure, but not trying to impose our will. Like for instance, if you got kids, and a lot of times the moms will be a little bit more softer with the kids, but the fathers will be a lot more tougher. I think a lot of times that can mess sons up, and sons,
How do
you
you
don't
think that can
necessarily
mess
have to,
sons up?
huh?
How do you think that can mess
I
sons
think
up?
when it's over, I think when it's overboard, when you in like when you really can't properly teach them to have self control, to maintain self control, and to how to properly deal with situations instead of
So, so young boys,
for instance, go ahead.
hold up. So young boys who lack self control because of their fathers, what end up happening
Some
to them?
fathers can be toxic to their sons
Yeah,
if they don't have
I
self
agree.
control.
Hold up. I agree. So what happens to those boys when they grow up? What do you think?
They just grow up violent, and that's they feel like they gotta join the football team. They gotta hit somebody hard enough to knock them down because
And
sometimes
because
the father, instead of, go ahead.
you want, we don't need a long list, right? Do you agree that maybe them joining sports where they could be violent is a way that they define their masculinity?
I think you can prove you're strong,
Yeah, but do you think they tie that to their
right?
masculinity?
But I think when you're teaching kids to like
Like
football, for
you're
instance,
not answering the
if you're teaching
question.
your son to knock the other guy out just
You're
to knock
not
him out,
answering the question. If they're knocking other guys out on the football field, do you think they tie
right?
it to their masculinity? Do they think that's a masculine thing
I
to
think
get
they
a
do. I think they
dominant?
do think that. I think they do think that.
Okay,
They do think
so
that.
that's what they tie into their masculinity. And where's the source of that problem?
I think when you have men with toxic masculinity saying you got to do that, not that you can knock them down, but you're trying to actually hurt them. You're trying to put them in a hospital. I think that can be toxic because
Whether it's toxic or not,
that same kid has a mother and father, and they might
sir,
not be. They might
sir,
just be like play for fun.
sir, sir,
So it could be kind of.
sir, please. You gotta answer the question. You say you want to have a conversation, but damn, I will I will lose interest in the conversation, mute up, and ghost you. Please answer the question. If he see dominating other men on the football field is a masculine trait, where does that come from? Where's the root of that issue coming from? Based on what you said, sir.
He's probably still talking.
Did somebody mute him?
I did, yeah, but I sent him an invite to unmute.
You was muted, Marcus. So where does that come from?
Are you talking to me? Are you still talking to me?
I said your name.
Okay, repeat that again.
Where does it come from?
It could be passed down. I mean, depending on it can be passed down from father to father.
Okay.
For instance, if
Let's
a
pause
kid
for a
didn't have a
second.
father,
All
it
right,
could be
let's
passed
pause.
down from any male figure that's in his life.
Sir, now connect the dots, sir. Based on examples
Yes.
you just gave, and the way we just looped through that example, go back
Mhm.
to the prompt and connect the dots, sir.
It's hard to connect the dots because it depends on who the boy is growing up around. Like a woman can be toxic. There's a thing called toxic femininity. Same thing.
Sir.
Same thing.
Sir, this is not a vocabulary test. Okay, I promise you it's not.
No, but it goes both ways. It's never one way.
Sir, calm down. Is it a possibility that all men do not define masculinity the same way? Is it possible that your idea of what masculinity is different from another man, sir?
No, I think there's a such thing as toxic masculinity and there's masculinity.
Sir, it doesn't matter.
That's what I'm telling you. I think you're confused with your topic. I think your topic and your subject is just confusing.
You're trying too hard to force.
No, I think I honestly think you didn't know what you was doing when you set this thing up. You didn't know what you was doing.
I just walked you through the whole fucking prompt with examples, sir, using your motherfucking words. And now, instead of letting it come full circle,
so you being toxic femininity because you're not listening.
Sir, just because
you're not listening, you being so I gotta make a page on toxic femininity.
Just because you feel some type of way about not being heard, don't mean you can deem it as toxic anything, sir. The reality is men do not define masculinity the same. It's a reason for that. And I will go back to what you said. Not he ran, but I would go back to the whole, it depends on how he was raised by the men around him. That's the whole fucking point. Not you thought you had one and you ran when you didn't. Y'all niggas be weak as shit. That shit is crazy. Did y'all see that shit?
Yeah, and I think you're being toxic femininity right now.
Yo.
Listen.
That was crazy. And Toxic's my favorite song by Britney Spears. So, yeah.
These guys are fucking stupid. Jeez.
The thing is like, if there's this distinction between toxic masculinity and masculinity, what traits like embody just regular old masculinity that aren't just traits that like a good person should have? Because that's what they list when they like, what are masculine traits? Well, like you're honest. Like, how is that a masculine trait? Like,
it's not. It's non-existent, and that's why they can't explain it. Because what is masculinity has always shown itself to be toxic, is to be oppressive, is to be violent, is to be, controlling and abusive, and you know what I mean. Like, but they hate saying it because they know how they look, so they now try to gaslight and then try to derail conversations, because he knows that standard also holds men who try to deviate from that and try to have their own way of being a quote unquote, using air quotes, being a man, right? Men will then use violence or use insults to then put him back in line. We see it happen all the time. We've seen it through history. That's why they'll call men simps and this and that and the other, because you're not supposed to have empathy for women. You're not supposed to listen to, and care and like collaborate with women and stuff like that. It's always have to do with dominance and violence and strength and control and being oppressive. Also lying and gaslighting and being manipulative. So have that added there too.
Yeah, so the whole point of this, me wanting to do this topic is because they blame the problems on their daddies, like on their mommies though. Like they be like their mothers, they can't stand their mother. Like it's because there be some single mother shit. And at the end of the day, like the reality of the situation is that shit actually be daddy issues. These niggas got daddy issues. That's the thing. And the traits are never going to be the same because there's no definite definition of what a man's supposed to be when it comes to masculinity. It's based on who the fuck your daddy is or your father figure. So if your daddy was there and he was on some shit, you on some shit too. If your daddy wasn't there and you had to find a father figure out in the wild somewhere, it's whoever the fuck you found the father figure at. Like, that's just the way it works. But they're real quick to say that women have daddy issues, but they don't want to confront their own daddy issues. That's the reality situation. All this shit that the men talk about, they want to blame a woman, but they always go back to a man. That's the point. How's the projection, sir? Anyways, can y'all tap the screen, share the live out? I don't know, I guess we could be here for a little bit. What time is it? It's a little early. That's crazy. Should I restart? Damn. No.
It's gonna be a same. Okay, like it's gonna be a same topic or a different one. This is a good one though.
I be spending time on these topics. I ain't just gonna be like just throwing topics out this bitch. Like, that's crazy. The hell? Got me working. Damn. Got me working out for like, what is it? Slave wages. These are fucking slave wages. Talking about, can you throw another topic? It's crazy. Man.
There are ops in here too, and they're okay. Maybe someone.
I'm gonna cycle you out. You can request back. What's up, Yogi? What's up?
Yeah, hello. How are you guys doing? What's going on?
I'm doing wonderful. Tell me what you think about the song. Man, why are y'all
Yeah,
niggas
we are naturally
Well, go ahead.
hello. Yeah,
What you say?
we're naturally masculine.
What does that mean?
Like for example, there's masculinity and femininity. Would you agree? In the
Well, hold on,
universe,
you
like,
said that too fast. What you say?
would you agree that there's masculinity and femininity in the whole universe? Let's say in the whole universe. Would you say that?
No, don't try to get me to agree with your weird shit. Just tell me what you think about the prompt.
Yeah. So men stands for masculinity, woman stands for femininity, and they should have to come together. And
All right, tell me how you define masculinity, sir.
masculinity is that fire that's within the
You
man.
talking about the fire that be so hot that make that nigga run away from home? What you talking about?
Yeah, all of that. Yeah, all of that.
That's some masculine shit?
Yes, they have the fire. They have the fire within themselves. Like when you see a man, right? You automatically think masculine. You don't think feminine.
What?
The feminine ones, the ones that are feminine, right, is because probably of who they hang around with, who they learn from. Their mom, probably they grew up with their mom or like woman and stuff. Then the man can be influenced by femininity and try become that for a few
And what's wrong with
years or
that?
months.
What's wrong with that?
Nothing's wrong. Nothing's wrong with that. Nothing's wrong with feminine. It's part of life.
Is it
Femininity is part of life.
femininity? Hold up. Is it femininity or masculinity that changes the battery in the smoke detector?
No, so femininity, right, is just as powerful as masculinity, but
You
it's
didn't
just
answer my
that
question though.
it's just that they're
You're not
they're
listening to me.
distinct.
You're just waiting for
They're
you to stop
distinct.
hearing people talk.
Yeah, you can go. You go, queen,
I
go.
just answer. No, don't call me queen. My name's Tara now.
All right.
Cause I ain't about to call you
Yeah.
fucking king. Fuck out of here.
No, you don't have to. You don't have to. You don't have to.
Of course not.
But I
What's up with
call
that
you
smoke
queen.
detector though? That shit annoying. Not you so fucking in tune with the fucking universe. You don't hear that chirp in the background. What
Oh
you
yeah, it's a
talking about?
TV. The TV.
That ain't the TV, nigga. That's a smoke alarm. Don't gaslight.
All right, queen. Calm down.
So you want to keep calling me queen? All right, bitch. You calm down.
I'm messing with you.
So
Hey,
you
you
would,
don't know what the fuck the topic
Yeah,
about.
man.
Just
Yeah,
say
that's
that.
fine. Yeah, I do. It says masculinity. Masculinity is representing a man.
yeah, that's very vague. Be more specific. What's a masculine trait?
A masculine trait is toughness. It represents toughness. Just like outright toughness. Like you are you're the other half of the other side of femininity. That's what it means. It means
So
a toughness. Your toughness symbolizes toughness.
so symbolizes toughness is a trait.
Yeah.
That's what
So
you're saying? That's why you're saying is a trait. Symbolizing of toughness is a trait.
yes, it's a trait. No, that's the
Does that
traits.
make sense to you? Do you know what a trait is?
Yeah, a trait is what someone possess, like, or a trait is what someone possess within them.
So how do you symbolize toughness as a trait?
Well, that actually describes what a masculinity is. Masculine energy is. It's a similarly, for example, for some text, for example, a car, right? That's a car, right? How you identify a car is by what it has inside of it.
You know what
This
a
is what
trait
is that's what
is.
is symbol.
Again, okay. How do you symbolize masculinity as a trait? Do you understand the question?
Yes, so symbolizes meaning, a meaning of something, right? Symbolism is a meaning of something, right? Or like object or something, right? So the meaning of masculinity, right, is that it comes with being outright tough.
How does that look like as a trait?
Okay. How does it look?
As a trait. Do you know what a trait is?
Man, this
Yeah.
shit shouldn't be this fucking hard. Just say you don't know what the fuck you talking about, sir.
Yeah. I explained to you. You said okay. You said you said okay. I explained to you what the trait is. A trait is something
Oh,
that
you haven't.
carries.
The reason for
We
me
don't
to
know.
the reason for me to re-ask you what a trait is meant that you didn't.
It
I
is.
don't know if you realize.
I said it's what someone possesses, right? And you said
All right,
okay.
hold on. Yoji. Where your daddy at?
Dex is
No.
was I right? That's a trait, right? That someone possesses, right?
No.
It's not. It was
Where's
wrong.
your daddy at, sir? Where your daddy at?
In Texas.
All right. Why you don't know your daddy?
What?
Why you don't know your daddy?
I do, but
All right. He
he's
been in Texas your whole life. Where you at?
I'm FL,
What?
FL, Florida.
So your daddy ain't been in Florida your whole life?
No, just like probably like 8 years.
But you was you a minor, sir?
I was probably I was around 16, 17.
So in 1617, he lived in Florida.
Yeah, we was, yeah.
How often did he come around?
Mm, not that much. Not that much.
Okay, so all right, there we go. So your daddy didn't come around often. So where you get this idea of masculinity from? Because you ain't get it from your daddy.
Yeah, so just look at it because I dive into a lot of spirituality, right? So I'm guessing that that's where I get it from. Um, yeah, I think I get it from there mostly.
Hold
Yeah,
on,
yeah.
where you go?
So
Hold on, I zoned out for a second. Where you get it from?
spirituality and beliefs and stuff.
So
That's
you
where
had
I
to go.
get
So
the
you had to
conception of
go. All right, so you had to go outside your father to learn about masculinity.
no. I didn't know the word. I don't know the word, but I felt that the masculinity. I felt from
Felt
men,
felt
and
masculinity
myself.
from your daddy who wasn't there, or you just felt it inside yourself. So you don't get
I
masculinity
felt it
from
inside of
your daddy.
myself. I felt it when I'm around other men. That's
Oh, you feel real
masculinity.
masculine around other men. You talking about erection or masculinity? So
No. Ma, no, masculinity, not
you sure?
nothing gay and stuff.
Sir, I didn't say that. Listen, if you get an erection because you excited, you excited. So it's okay. But
No, I don't get those stuff.
you didn't get that from your daddy though.
No, I mean, yes,
Hold
it's
on. So
passed
you
down.
don't.
It's passed
All
down.
right. So what
That's why
about
I'm a
your? All right. Shut up. What about your mother? How's your relationship with your mother?
good.
She was like, what? How would you compare your mother to your father? Who was the better parent?
I don't compare. I don't compare and
All right,
contrast.
that man ain't fucking raised you. He ran off on you. You barely saw him. He currently live in another
Yeah.
state, not even trying to connect with you. You still don't know who the better parent is? Be for
No,
real.
I mean, I don't. I just that's just me. I don't say who's better. Even with friends, I don't say, oh, this friend's better than that friend. No.
Sir, the parent who stayed is the one who didn't abandon you, sir. It's not that complicated. It'll be the parent who did not abandon you. They will be the better parent.
No, not necessarily.
No.
No, not always.
Okay, so he get a pass for abandoning you.
No, not always. I said sometimes, but not
No, I'm talking about
always.
your case. You don't want to say that your mother was the better parent. Why is that?
They're both. I mean, they're both good in their own right.
Even though he wasn't there.
Yeah. That don't just because someone is not here, that doesn't mean that they're good or bad. You can't determine that.
So even though you was a child sitting there on the end of the bed with your backpack and he ain't never show up, you still like, oh, he a good parent.
It probably is. I don't know.
But see that probably so you projected what your daddy might be. So you had to imagine what your daddy was because you couldn't actually base it on your real daddy, right? So what TV show?
So,
What TV dad did you have?
so can we go back at the main topic, the masculinity and femininity?
Well, I'm. That's the point, sir. Your idea of masculinity is some. What the fuck? What are you? Sir, why the TV gotta be that loud?
All right.
Do you want to
So,
pretend like your daddy in the background? Can you turn that shit down?
okay, is it better?
No, that shit loud as shit. Turn that shit down. That shit loud as hell.
All right. So masculinity and femininity, right? So masculinity, is like, for example,
Sir,
I,
do me a favor.
I,
Sir, your mouth don't have to be on the mic.
okay, hold on. For example, right? For example, masculinity is how.
Just move your mouth back like 2 centimeters away from the phone, please.
All right, can you? What is this better?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So masculinity, right, is how it can be complex to explain, like, because it's
That's the thing.
energy.
It's
It's
complex for
energy.
you. That's what I'm trying. That's the whole point, sir. Listen, it's complex for you because your daddy didn't teach you, right? You had to go find books, or the
No, no, no.
universe.
So
You had to go to the universe to get answers because your daddy didn't give them to you.
no, no.
Right?
So how I'm born as masculine. It wasn't taught to me. I was born like it because it's
Oh,
passed
so
down.
wait,
It's
wait,
passed
Eugene,
down.
Eugene, Eugene. So you think masculinity is a gene, like in your DNA? That's what you think?
No, it's I would say it's more of a it is more of a identity.
How was it passed? How is your identity passed down to you?
Yeah, from the spirit of my previous just from the spirit of my previous like ancestors.
How?
What do you mean how?
How?
I was born because how? Okay, how is when when I was made by them, right?
Your
They made
ancestors
me.
made you. Wait. Your ancestors made you?
Well, they not made me, but they constructed me. They constructed me
Your
to be like
ancestors.
this. Yes.
How?
Without them, I wouldn't be constructed, right?
How? Do you understand what how means?
Yeah. So I mean, it takes a man, it takes a masculine and a feminine to create life, right? So through them, this is how I become what I am.
So how did your ancestors get involved there?
Okay, so through the DNA.
Lord, sir.
What do you mean by how?
You think your masculinity in your DNA, sir?
Yeah,
You say you feel it when
we
you're around. Hold up, sir. You feel this inner energy when you're around other men. Got it. And you think that
we're
shit
all
manifests from your DNA?
we are all made of cells.
Sir, we know
Within
we made
cells,
of
there's
cells,
DNA.
sir.
Without their cells,
Okay, so
there's
hold up.
DNA.
So
Without
hold up.
cells, I wouldn't be alive.
Sir, do you
I
know
wouldn't
that
exist.
sir, calm down, sir. Masculinity looks different for different men in different places in different time periods. So y'all got different cells.
The moon is feminine. The sun is masculine.
Sir, get the fuck out of here.
The sun is masculine. The moon is feminine.
Yo, Eugene.
Yeah.
Why are you fighting to be stupid?
No, I'm not, I think I'm logical, right?
How? Wait.
That's what I was made. I was made as.
Logical.
So again,
I came out. I came out
no,
of
wait.
a masculine entity
Wait.
in the form of a man.
Wait, hold on. You can't even explain what masculinity is, right? You've been here for about at least 15, 20 minutes now, struggling the fuck out of trying to explain what masculinity is. It's supposed to be easy for you to explain, right? To the point that when I ask you if masculinity is in your DNA, you first said no, and it was passed down to you. And I asked you how, and then you said it was your ancestors. And I asked you how, and then you said it was through your parents. And then I asked you how did they come through it, and then you said, oh yeah, it's your DNA. How the fuck is that logical?
Yeah. So in our ancestors are hidden within our DNA. Our DNA is what makes up our phenotype.
Who told you?
Our
Hold up.
DNA.
Who told you this story, Yogi?
Our DNA on Google it. Our DNA is what makes up our phenotype.
Sir.
So who's in our DNA? Our African ancestors.
Sir, where did you learn that from?
Spirituality, my ancestors.
So your ancestors had to raise you because your daddy didn't.
Yes. And my ancestors raised him.
And where your daddy ancestors at?
They're in another realm, but they're still.
Yeah, riding unicorns. They have a unicorn too.
Nah, they don't do that.
Does Santa Claus live next to them?
So hold up, y'all don't have the same ancestors? Hold up, real
Yeah,
quick.
we do. We come from the same people.
So hold up, no. Hold up. If his ancestors in another realm, then your ancestors that you're talking about would be maternal, sir. Those are your maternal ancestors.
Well, no, because it's different. They're in a spiritual form. They're not in a physical form.
No, sir. Listen to what I'm saying.
It's different.
Sir, your father is your youngest paternal ancestor. So if y'all got the same ancestors and he in a different realm, with his ancestors in a different realm, the ancestors you have access to would be matrilineal, sir. Those are your maternal ancestors. So you trying to say your maternal ancestors trying to teach you how to...
Ancestor is an ancestor.
Yeah, I know, but they don't come from your daddy, they come from your mama.
If they look like me, if they look melanated like me, then they created me.
You're missing the point. Are they not your daddy ancestors?
Yes, his ancestors are my ancestors also.
But why his ancestors and your ancestors in a different realm?
Because when they left the physical body, they're in a different state now. They're in a different state, right? So
Sir,
they're not in physical like how me and you. It's not like how me and you.
I think that smoke detector beat be fucking y'all brains up. I'm gonna be honest, and y'all need to start changing these batteries soon.
No, phenotype does not. Okay, phenotype is how you look.
Sir, please don't respond to the comments. Goddamn, no, you ain't answered the question.
They don't understand what phenotype is.
Oh my god.
How was it made?
Dude, you don't know what the fuck traits are. How the fuck you know what phenotypes are?
I just said traits are what is what a person possesses within them.
What's in you as a trait?
For example, my traits is my hair, for example.
The hair is a trait. So how does your trait come out in society when you're dealing with someone?
Yeah, so for my hair, right? The person, depending on how my hair is, the person treats you a certain type of way.
Sir, women have traits. What are your masculine traits, sir? What's the masculine ones?
Okay, my masculine trait is that I don't like Barbie dolls. That's my masculine trait.
Your trait is that you
I
don't
don't like the color. I don't like the color pink. Pink don't really
This
come
shit
to
getting
me.
dumber and dumber about a minute.
Black comes to me because black is a more.
Yogi. Really don't care at this point. Like your level of stupidity is off the fucking chart.
Is okay.
I really don't
Are
care.
men?
Yogi. I don't know if you just heard me. I just said I don't care what you have to say because it's just.
Dex.
That means that. Hey,
Are you
Yogi,
attracted to pink? Are you naturally attracted to pink?
Yogi. When someone says that, that means to shut the fuck up. Don't want to hear what you have to say.
Yoji, can I help you, please?
Hello.
Yeah, we don't need to hear what you have to say. We'll move on to Paul.
Okay.
Put yourself on mute and shut the fuck up.
Oh my God! All right, ladies, I want to apologize for all those guys before me. This
Apologize for yourself too, because you're being creepy.
This was painful. Anyway, I'm reading what you say here. Men calls it masculinity, but really just daddy issue. It sounds like masculinity, what you're saying is that is an issue, but I don't see it as an issue because a man can exhibit masculinity just by the way he dresses.
Hold up, pause. Not how the fuck no? Not you come up here and say you can't believe this shit, and you about to make a dumbass fucking point. Like you supposed to come up here with some epiphany or some clarity, and you don't even get the shit. What the fuck?
Yeah, he said the exact same fucking thing.
Are you serious? Are you serious? You thought you was about to eat? You thought you ate with that? That what you thought? You thought I'm gonna go up here and I'm gonna show these motherfuckers, and you ain't saying shit either, sir.
No.
God damn.
I'm trying to synchronize with you
You
here.
might as well go
I
back
give
down.
you your props where you deserve it.
Sir,
I'm
I don't
saying,
need your
is that what you're
validation,
saying?
sir.
I can
Listen,
tell you
sir.
what
Listen,
masculinity is.
pause. Sir, you're not on my level. I don't need you to give me props or validation. Don't need it, sir. Of course I know what the fuck I'm talking about. Like I without you saying it. The thing is, you don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. And you came up here to be like, I can't believe this shit. Let me clarify. And then said some stupid shit. You don't get the fucking point either. So whatever irritation you had or frustration, you and the motherfucker below you are in the same fucking boat. What the hell? You ain't saying shit. Damn. Some of these people be rooting for y'all, and y'all just disappoint them every fucking day. Damn. He really came up here and thought he was going to be like, he was going to eat. Like he was about to say, fucking Uno reverse slam that shit on the fucking table, sir. You can try again. Go ahead, try again. Damn.
He come up here like Captain Save-A-Peen.
Lost the whole fucking plot. That's embarrassing. That is fucking embarrassing. He was so serious too. I'm like, damn, he really get it. And then don't validate me and make a stupid fucking point. Don't do me like that. That's crazy. I don't deserve that. That's why I don't be wanting y'all motherfuckers to validate shit. That's crazy. All right. You tried, sir. You tried. Fuck. All right, Hollywood. You got it.
Hollywood, you know?
He did. He got to figure it out. Give him a second. It take him some time.
Hey guys, what's going on? No, I probably must have pressed it by mistake. I didn't really want to come up here. I'm like, I'm gonna stay out of it.
No. Tell us what you think about the prompt. Don't run.
No, I'm not. I just didn't. I was not planning on going on now. No, but what I think is that I've been married for 14 years, and it's a journey for a male to turn into a masculine, full masculine. It's a journey. So, I mean, nobody's perfect, and
no, we made that point the other day. No, I made that point the other day. Y'all wild be raising y'all, so you can thank your wife for the man you became today. Well, that's perfect.
Yes, I take accountability for all my wrongdoings as a man, because sometimes we lack, but
maybe that's why y'all be so happy to tell us that y'all got a wife, because that means that woman helped raise you, right? Tell us how your wife raised you. We listen.
They help shape you to be a better man, and it's up to you to take it and take action to have the discipline in yourself. You see, I chose to be disciplined, and that I chose to be with her, so I was truly faithful, been. And so that makes me.
Sir, we don't give a fuck about none of that.
I know, that's what I said. I'm not ready to talk. I don't know what you want me to say though. I agree.
All right. You clearly struggling. All right. Where your wife at? Put her on the phone.
I'm working right now. I was just getting a little break. I was gonna get tacos. I was like scrolling through TikTok real quick. I was just.
Can you at least agree to this?
I agree. When you don't have the right dad, you can't get the right
No, let me make let me make the point. Because that's the thing. Y'all daddies don't be doing shit, right? Yeah. The ball is in fucking the pits of the core of the earth, right? Well, women have to get married immature ass men that they gotta fucking finish raising. To point you up here giving advice that the women gotta finish raising us, y'all. Like, that's some fucking weird shit. Ain't that crazy?
Well, it depends. You know, my dad was a violent drunk, so you can't really get
Right,
nothing out
all
of
your sir,
a violent
listen,
drunk. Yeah.
sir. Let me give you some validation.
Yeah.
All your daddies is shit. All them
Yeah.
niggas suck. That's the thing. Okay, the man who said his daddy wasn't, he was fucking lying. Okay, you didn't become a man until you met a woman. That's some fucking crazy shit. So
You know,
on
but
Father's Day, you make sure you get your wife a gift.
no, yeah, no, I appreciate women around me. Actually, my grandma was my first woman that helped me a lot in my life to make the right decisions. My mother, my wife, you know what I mean, help me
That's what I'm saying.
shape my mind.
The mothers be the mothers and the daddies. That's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. You agree? We
My,
know.
my my dad showed me how to be rough and tough though, but I don't want that side of me though. But I could be a
But
warrior.
your father caused damage that your wife had to go and fix her. And she probably not done with you. Bless that woman. Like, fuck, that's crazy.
So Hollywood, that means what you just said there. That means that your dad, the rough and toughness, that's what you consider being masculine.
Well, in the way because the world is tough, so I'm saying you have to kind of. It's not like war, but you can compare it to war, like physical stuff. But you gotta be a tough person to be not give up and then.
So your daddy broke you.
Yeah, it broke me, but it built me.
No, you don't break people to build them. You break them to break them, sir.
Right. You don't break people to build up. So, but wait, how do you use what you say you use more in your life, even when you're working? What your mom taught you, or what your dad taught you with toughness?
Honestly, my grandma supersedes everybody. I do everything. At the end of the day, I had situations where I could have got out of control based on things that were happening to me. For example, I was a industrial farmer, and I was in the ranch right now. One time, on top of my fire pit, I had my shotgun, and then
Watch them out on TikTok. Watch them out.
well, yeah, I don't
Let's
want to tell you. I was
keep
gonna say I'm good. I
No, say
appreciate you
please.
guys. I don't know how to. I don't. But I would say my grandma. Honestly, my grandma at the end of the day, her wise thoughts as me as a little boy when I would walk with her, go to church with her, see her do a lot of things because she was single grandma, and she gave me a lot of the right intentions and morals and values. So I picked up on it.
So do you use your morals and values more on a day-to-day basis, or you use the quote-unquote toughness your dad
Oh
taught
yeah,
you?
yeah. I use the values and morals. I would straight be in jail right now,
All
honestly.
right. So great point. So do you think the masculinity will cause more problems in your life
Oh yeah,
if you're masculine?
if I went with my nature, like to,
No, not
yeah, for
nature,
sure.
because it's not your nature because you were taught it.
Oh, I guess yeah, you could say that too.
So which one would cause problems, being masculine or what your grandmother taught you?
Yeah, but acting on my masculinity and my anger, I guess that I associate that to being masculine. So yes, an ability to be able to destroy something.
Right. Do you understand? But you understand the phrases that you're using, right?
Yeah, yeah,
Masculinity would do what? Destroy things, right?
yeah. Well, it
So
can. Everybody has the ability, but I say it's more
why
innate.
would you want to use masculinity? Why would you want that to be a part of it?
You know what? Sometimes my dad's a mechanic. Sometimes when the thing didn't work, sometimes you gotta break it and put it back
No,
together.
okay, no.
That's how I see
That's
it.
not being taking something apart and fixing it is not being. That's not a mask. That's not masculine.
I mean, I know what we're saying, but we're
That's
using
critical
references.
thinking.
We're using
Right.
like
But what I'm
references.
saying is because it's not toughness. You don't have to be tough to take something apart and then put it back together.
I mean, I know what you're saying, but I kind of grew up like that, so I kind of do associate with that. Like, I mean, you guys, and toughness to me means like physical, you know what I mean? So I
Right.
associate everything a lot because of my dad. Like, he used to beat people in front of me. Like, I grew up in the streets where I see people get murdered, you know?
Right. But
And so
again,
to
it
me,
has
like,
to do with violence and it
yeah,
has
to
to do
me,
with things that would be harmful to
yes,
not only you but to other people, right?
yes, I
Right.
agree.
So why would you want masculinity to be part of it?
I mean, I don't know. That's how you're angling towards me. I mean, I believe that there's certain things for every situation. So I don't know what part of it that you're saying. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of good things, and things that you could take out of it. But I
What
guess
good things could you take out of
of being a man, you're saying, or being a
no
masculine man.
masculinity? We're talking about masculinity, about the way you describe masculinity.
No, but
Where
that's not my whole description. I mean, that's what we're talking about. We could never. I mean, I'm telling you, me as a man, I've been faithful. I've been honest. I have discipline. I take on whatever as I grow as a spiritual man and I get to a higher conscious, testing my body or my mind. I change and adapt. So,
right,
I
but
mean,
that's from what your grandma taught you. That's
no,
not what
physically as a man, as a that.
no, but listen to me. I'm going off of what you describe of what masculinity is.
Well, I'm also a nurturer, so I raised 3 kids. So
That is not a masculine trait. Again,
okay,
I'm not saying that you don't
let's make
have
it
that.
simple because I don't know what you're trying to tell me. Tell me
No,
what masculine traits is it the ones, and I'll see if I agree because I might not be in my mind
No.
coming
I'm
out with
going
it.
off of what you said. You said your dad is masculinity taught you toughness, right?
Yeah,
And you even said that your masculinity, when it comes to masculinity, is destroying stuff, or like you have to fight people because you grew up in a rough neighborhood and stuff like that, right? That's what you
Okay,
said.
but let me add more
You
to it.
understand what I'm saying?
Okay, let me add more to it. I tell you, as a man, I'm a nurturer. I've been a nurturer. I've been a protector. I also been with real wise advice towards my family to keep them safe and out of danger. So then I could say more things too on my side. I showed proof that men don't have to be like that, how I seen, because I make my choice. So I based it on, I still could be a lot of those things that traits that might be.
No, but here's the point, Hollywood. What you describe your grandmother taught you is these things that you just describing here now.
Yes.
It's not what your father taught you, because what you specifically said your father taught you was toughness. You understand what I'm saying?
Violence.
So now you're trying. The reason why I'm saying that is because you're trying to put what your grandmother taught you into what he taught you when that didn't happen.
Well, we have a long conversation to get to know him, but I agree with what you're saying too. What I said, yes, based on what I said, yes, and
based on what you said, yes,
exactly, yes.
Right. So your grandmother is the one who taught you the nurturing part and stuff like that. All the other things that you're talking about, your dad didn't teach you that, so you can't say that's masculine when he didn't teach you that. That's actually taking away what your grandmother taught you.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. Because
It's the same thing. It's the same thing as a dude who came before you, who like said his maternal ancestors was guiding him or whatever the fuck he said. Real quick though, I just pinned my goal. I know y'all motherfuckers saw that shit before you X that shit out. Some of y'all ain't give shit, ops included. Y'all can support the fucking live. Shit, we helping raise y'all motherfuckers and teaching y'all. Not y'all just Xing my shit out. Like I see y'all motherfuckers. That's fucking crazy. I see who y'all are, Hollywood nigga. The fuck, I see y'all niggas in 4K. It be the same people supporting. I just want to say I can see y'all. Like I see y'all. Y'all just exit my shit out, nigga. Don't send me no fucking whatever that was. That's not the goal, Hollywood. This nigga throwing ice cream cones and shit. See what
I
I'm
don't
talking
know
about?
what you guys want. Honestly, I stumbled into you guys. You guys keep doing what you guys doing.
Keep tapping the ice cream till your shit run out. Then what the fuck? That's
okay.
crazy.
All right.
Well, I'll keep tapping that shit. Anyway,
right, I'm gonna finish it on you right there.
Yeah, keep tapping that shit till it run out. What's up, Black Dad Engineer?
Hey, how's everybody doing? No, to answer the prompt though, I definitely think it depends on what generation like you're talking to. Like, absolutely, right? Like most people learn quote unquote masculine traits from their father, and absent fathers do contribute to right the lack thereof, right? But I also think, and I think Dex, I think it was you that said it when you were saying like it could be said that all masculine traits are toxic. I definitely don't think it's the trait itself that's toxic. I definitely think it's the level to which the trait is applied, right? The intensity. So like most of us equate assertiveness to being masculine, right? But in my opinion, you need, especially being like black in today's society, right? You need assertiveness because I mean, if not, like you're just going to disappear into the crowd in some situations, right? Now, do I think that means you need to be over assertive? No, right? I think that's definitely a toxic trait. But I think there's a balance. And to answer, there was, I think Tara said it, saying that like a lot of women teach men masculine traits. Absolutely. I think that's where the balance comes in. Like your father can teach you, like, right, if your father's present, right, obviously. If you're blessed enough to have your father present in your life and he's a good man, like absolutely he's going to teach you the propensity, right, to be a man. Well, not to be a man, to be, you know, whatever you define masculinity is, right, right. But he's going to teach you a certain set of skills, right. But your man, your father necessarily doesn't date men, so he's not going to be able to approach you and say, okay, hey, as a woman, this is what a woman views a man as, right? Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
No.
but I understand what you're saying. It doesn't make much sense, but because here's the thing. The reason why it doesn't make sense is because we try to make things
Thank y'all for
that
contributing to the
everyone,
live.
all the traits that assertiveness is not something that is just what men have.
Agree.
So that's the issue. That's why it's always a problem, and that's why it's always a thing that men struggle to describe what masculinity is, because they're saying it. We try to make it seem it's only men have this. You
Agree with
understand what
that.
I'm?
I agree with that.
That's the issue. It's stupid because it's not true, and we literally gaslight our own selves in believing something that is not true, in order to fulfill the insecurities that we have.
Repeat that last part. So you say we gaslight ourselves into
Yeah.
misrepresenting what we believe masculinity should be.
No. We gaslight each other, right, and
Mhm.
ourselves to believe something that is not true,
Okay.
because we think that masculine traits is only a man thing, which
Correct.
is
Agree with that.
not true.
And I agree with that. That's not true. That's what I was saying, like as far as like from a woman's standpoint, what
Right.
masculinity should be. That's what I think I said man, so I might have misspoke there. But what masculinity should be, right? Because I agree,
So
like
what do you think masculinity should be?
that's a loaded question, especially in today's
No,
society. But
it should be
from
easy.
go ahead. I'm sorry. What were you saying?
No, I say it should be easy for you because you have an idea of what masculinity should be.
Absolutely. So I definitely think you're the quote unquote yin to the yang, as far as like someone that presents feminine energy. So without using like feminine energy to describe masculinity, it's a it's
You know why you're laughing, right?
yeah. No, because it's
Because that's such a vague
yes,
answer. It's a cop out. Because again, the yin and the yang, what does that mean? Be more
the
specific.
opposite, the balance, right? It's a balance.
What?
You're right. Like it's the act in which your juxtaposition
So again,
complements your.
feminine.
Go ahead.
Like what you're talking about, just being male, female.
No. Because I don't think
Right.
that associates with masculine and feminine. I don't think
So
gender
again, so
associates with that,
be
right?
specific. Be specific.
I don't. That's the
Because
thing.
yin and
It's
the yang
yeah.
being the opposite. When you say yin and the yang
Mhm.
and being the opposite, that is just you saying a woman and a man.
That well, see, that's not the case because you
Right. So
can't because that would be
that's why I'm asking you to be more specific.
because
So I know
that would be because like saying male and female because I don't equate either one to either sex, if that makes sense, right? So
it doesn't. That's a contradiction.
correct. That's what I'm saying. So that's why I say I don't think I'm not saying that it's male and female, but like to describe masculinity, it's hard to like be specific. Like it's because it's a
Right.
situational thing, in my opinion.
Why do you think it's difficult?
Because it's a situational, it's subjective. I think that's the best way to put it, right? Like if
It's
my
not. It's not subjective because it's not true, and you're trying to make it true.
trying to make what true?
That's the gaslighting that I just described. You just exhibited in real time.
So explain to me what is not true.
We
The
both have all these traits.
correct.
So it doesn't have masculinity is not a man thing.
I never said it was, but I agree with that.
Yes, you did, because you said it's the yin to the yang. when you said that, that means man have this, woman have that, and it complement each other when you come and get to one.
I said partner, but if I did say man, then I truly apologize. No,
No,
because
but that's what it means. What does yin to the yang means? Explain that.
it is so that's a good question. I know it's like Taoism. Right? I was always taught that it was like the opposite, right? It's a opposite. It's a like
Right.
yin is like dark passion and cold, I believe,
Right.
and
So
yang
when
is
we
like light, active, hot, things like that. Right.
right. So when you're talking about two people, oh sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, he already said when you said partner, that's what you're talking about. You got it wrong. What you said, yin and yang is not two partners. Yin and yang is what's inside of you, how you balance yourself out.
Respect. Okay, I can respect that. Absolutely.
So that's what I'm saying. You're doing it in real time. You're
Mm,
contradicting yourself in real time, and you're gaslighting your own self in real time, just to follow what you were taught. Even in real time, you understand that it's a direct contradiction. It doesn't make sense. You know to yourself, both men and women have all these traits, but you're
correct.
still trying to fit it into a binary, separating it. Why?
That's a good question. I mean, I don't. It's not just because of, again, like you said, right? It's what I believe to be like when we talk about masculinity versus femininity, right? I've always believed them to be opposites but complementary, right? But if you're saying, but like, and I'm not shoehorning them into either gender or sex, right? I'm not. That's not what I'm. I think because
That's
like you said, I agree. Both men and women can both be feminine, can both be masculine, right? I think
Do you think your statement there is a contradiction?
from your definition, yes, but from what I was taught, I know,
Wait, wait,
right?
wait,
Because
wait,
that's what
wait.
you're taught. Because that's what I'm taught, right? Like from
It's
my,
not my a contradiction is not my definition of what contradiction is. Is what is a contradiction.
hmm
It's the definition of contradiction.
hmm
So I'm asking you, by the definition of contradiction, what you just say, you don't see it has a contradiction in what you said.
Okay, yes, I have to rewind what I just said. Okay, yes,
So
I
why?
get what you're
So
saying, right?
here's my question now.
Okay,
Why are you doing that? Does that make sense to you to rationalize contradictions?
no, it doesn't make sense.
Why are you
We
doing
can
it?
only do what well, we're not only do. Let me run that back. It's learned habits, right? So it's some things become habitual. Like when we speak of, like when majority of a lot of people, right, speak of masculinity, they automatically think men, right? So it's like when as I'm taught, right, what masculinity was growing up.
hmm
It's just that's just what you just habitually that's what I speak to.
Right. So
Even
blindly
though I
following what you
know,
was
yeah, go
taught,
ahead.
right? So like no, I agree because that's what all of us went through. We
Yeah,
blindly followed what we were taught when we were younger.
100%.
Now you know, what are you going to do from this point on? Continue to blindly follow and stay stupid? Because you're at a fork in the road here now.
100%, 100%. No, I feel what you're saying. I wouldn't end it. You're a funny guy, Dex. I respect
No,
that.
I'm
I
not.
respect it though. No, I respect what you're saying.
Am I wrong here?
No,
If
no,
you
no, no, no.
know, if
No,
you
no, no.
because here's the thing: when you believe something,
Right.
is not now you don't know something.
Correct.
Because when you know something, you don't believe it. You know it.
Correct. So now
Right?
that you right. So now I
Now,
understand. Like
right.
you
So now
can't
that you
do
know it's a contradiction, you know we just blindly believe something wrongfully, and you understand this,
yeah.
are you going to still do it, aka want to stay stupid, or are you going to change your behavior going forward?
No, you know why I'm laughing. So, but no, 100%. No, I get what you're saying. No, 100% right. No, you don't. Of course, but I think that would be part of the definition of stupidity, right? And ignorance to just
Right.
to know something and then to continue to act as
Right.
though it is not what it is. No, I agree, 100%. No,
Right. So what are you going to do?
I mean, you just don't split the two. I feel like you don't split the two into two, if that makes sense. Like that's what I gather from what you're saying, right? Like
Right.
you don't
So
split them
yeah.
into two buckets.
So is it going to be an issue for you to stop rationalizing that contradiction?
No, you could. I mean, that's the whole purpose of learning. right? You learn, you apply it. That's the application in learning, right? Okay, I learned it. I understand. You apply it now.
All right. Good.
I promise. I'm not like I'm not gonna come up here
Support
to
the
argue for
damn
the sake of
live.
arguing.
Y'all keep coming here getting educated and shit. Gift the motherfucker or something. But alright. We got it. What's up, Mia?
Hey y'all. Hey everybody. I was multitasking. I couldn't speak to everybody. Thank y'all for the gifts. Y'all make sure y'all support the live because she done said it twice. And every time she said it, I jump out my skin and start gifting. So I need somebody to help me out. Gift, support. Y'all got it.
He's
But
mad because they was looking for a daddy and they ended up with me. But don't treat me like your daddy treated you. Like, that's fucked
right.
up.
Do right. Forgive her like you forgive your daddy. Okay. But yeah, to what Dex was saying, like I always say, once you know, you can't unknow, and it's your responsibility. It's on you. It's on you to hold yourself accountable for what you know, because it ain't no way to unknow it. But hey, yeah, hey Nikki, hey y'all. But I agree. It's definitely the daddy issues for sure. Because like y'all talking about, masculinity and femininity is in everybody. Those are human traits. So the way that these systems and these ideas and these lies have to get spread is someone have to formulate in a very calculated way this rigid system so that people have to follow so that they can fall in line. So yeah. And I be sorry. I feel bad for you. I'm lying. But let me lie real quick, like your daddy did. I feel bad for y'all and the fact that y'all dad, did what he did and he was able to lie y'all right into his good graces. And that has to be hard. But you tough and you gonna be okay. Because the truth of the matter is the fact that he did what he did to you is why you the man you are today. So shout out to him. And I'll land with that.
Thank you, Mia. It's always the real men who come up here and say that shit concise and straight to the point. So I appreciate you. Y'all know real niggas when y'all see it. But yeah, Hollywood. Let's try again, sir. Nah. You heard me, Hollywood. Let's try again, nigga. What you mean? Of course he gonna fight. They always fight. I seen him you eating tacos. Nigga, unmute. He's scared. Shit, show us the fucking tacos. Damn. Y'all go ahead. There's open panel. That nigga scared.
I don't know why y'all be scared. We just up here, doing the work. Like, I mean, we looking out for the men's. So why? I don't know. I don't get it. I don't know what to do. It's like we can't
Tacos right here.
we can't make y'all happy. Hollywood, you
I appreciate
scaring
you guys. I
me.
appreciate you guys.
You scaring me. Why your hair all over your head with the hood on?
Cause I'm chill. I'm working. I'm taking my break.
You working? Oh, okay. All right. I got you. Let me see the food. Let us see the food.
Yeah, that's what
Fuck
I
it.
want to do.
We ain't talking about nothing, I guess.
Couldn't show me the
Not the
restaurant.
place. Sir, we hungry. We don't want to see walls. We know what
I'll
walls
show
look
them to you
like.
right now.
No, I want to see the taco.
They're coming up right now.
Oh. You right, Nikki. They are
Oh yeah, I
scaring
got
me.
them. I
Real
got
good.
them. Okay, you trying to get them right now. That's it. Thank you.
Sir,
Oh,
who
got a
taught you
taco.
manners? Who taught you manners?
Okay, the tacos El Trompo Tuesday special.
Let me see. Well, I'm about to hurt my neck trying to look down. Show it. Show us.
Show the goddamn food. Yeah, that shit look
I don't know how
good.
to hold
No,
this camera. Let me get this camera out. Let me
turn
see.
around. I want to. I still ain't get to see. Here, I'm over here like
Fuck it. Damn.
Fish taco. Fish taco.
So the camera not even on. Fuck it. Fuck it, sir. Forget it.
Pastor. Pastor taco. TJ style.
Sir, we can't see shit. We don't care no more.
Oh, right here.
okay,
There.
okay, all right. All right. You gonna
Fish
eat all that?
taco.
All right.
Pastor taco.
Mhm.
TJ style. And then it's basically three TJ Pastor tacos from El Trompo in San Diego.
Okay. Shout out to San Diego.
San Diego right here.
All
Little
right, man. That look like whites only, but all right. Go ahead.
yeah.
You about to fuck them tacos up.
Yup. Grazie.
He in California, Terry. He too cool for people. Y'all be over there floating in fucking water or something. Y'all be big chilling. He don't got enough fight for me. But I can't believe your daddy did you
That
like
shit
that.
motivated Black Dad Engineer to go cook for his child. Damn.
Shout out to Black Engineer. He said he about to do the right thing like Spike Lee. Mm-mm-mm. I can't believe Hollywood up here acting the fool. And I missed it. Damn. Mm-mm-mm.
These men be running off. We be trying to raise these niggas. Y'all owe child support.
Y'all doing a pretty good job, but
No, they
like
not. Don't be lying to these niggas.
no, I'm saying like Dex, Dex tried. I
Oh
heard
yeah, Dex is doing his big one.
Dex in here. He was, really trying to walk him through, trying to do like a little comic relief, to call somebody stupid and laugh and make them laugh is crazy. But hey, that nigga was like, you stupid, but it's a joke. And I was like, whoa.
Hollywood, why you got them random people on the live? They don't even know what's going on. Let me help you out. This man, I'm gonna just turn your camera off.
And he being weird now. He a little older, so he might not know how to work the camera tier. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I'm trying to get stuff out the car. I wish I had them 10 kids that they was talking about, because I wouldn't have to do all this fucking labor. God damn. God damn. But I think what Dick was saying to oh boy was very. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. But I think what Dex was saying to that boy was very. I mean, excuse me, not boy, that man. That was whoa. That granddad spirit be like it come out of me sometimes. I do apologize. That was crazy. It was important that he said that, because when I talk about the way we parent children, I'm constantly reminding the people that I'm talking to that we lie about a lot of things to do certain things to our children. And we make excuses and we make up stories in our head to justify why we're doing the thing. And that's even after we've experienced certain things and we didn't like it. And we grow up and we do the same thing that was done to us that we didn't like. So when Dex was saying that he lies, like how men gaslight and lie to themselves to keep on perpetuating this stupid idea, that's important, because you have to lie not only to yourself, but you gotta lie on women. You gotta lie on women too. You have to make up these stories in your head about women, including your mother, to justify your behavior. And I just thought that was interesting and important to talk about. So I like that.
Yeah, because if they put the shit on the parent it actually belongs to, they can actually do something with it. Like, you just blaming your mother, which is why you blame women for everything. It don't do shit for you. Like, these motherfuckers want to come up here and circle jerk, right? The circle jerk is always about some shit women ain't do right. But their inability to hold other men accountable is that is directly linked to their inability to hold their fathers accountable. This motherfucker said, was it Hollywood? Yeah, so his father damn near abandoned him. He don't know that man. By the time he was 16, he done left the state. It fucking flew out of there. And he can't say who the better parent is. That's crazy. That's fucking crazy. So that man ain't even there. He ain't supporting his child. He ain't doing shit. And you sitting there talking about, oh, he might. I don't want to choose between the two. That's crazy. It's a reason why you can't just say your mother a better parent. Like, y'all be scared of your daddy rejecting you in your head. That nigga can't read your thoughts. That shit is crazy.
Yeah, and I don't think that I do think that it's important to understand like what plays a part in a lot of times the mother's being bad though. And it's because of the patriarchy. And when women are raising boys by themselves because the man left or whatever, then they believe that they have to instill an extra amount of toxic masculinity or really cover them in hegemonic masculinity, whatever, to make sure that they don't come out GAY. You can't have a SISSY baby. So I don't think that they realize that that's what it is. So, and I'm not saying it's cool. I'm not saying it's right. I think the education need to be across the board. But like, that's the thing. You really didn't miss that role though. Like, you didn't miss that toxic masculine man whose sole purpose is to make sure little boys don't be GAY. So it don't matter. She did exactly what your dad was gonna do. Except stay. Except stay.
Damn.
But you know what's crazy too though? Like the guy you was talking about wasn't Hollywood, was the one before, the kind of African sounding guy. I don't know where he was from, but he was the one, like he literally was proving the prompt right in real time. He had daddy issues. And that's why he couldn't hold his daddy accountable, his father accountable for abandoning him. Because he had to figure out some way to think of him in a good way. No, is no way he could have abandoned me. Like, you know what I mean? Like, daddies don't do that. Like, something had to happen. Like it had to be somebody else's fault. Like, I have to keep him like a hero in my head. Like, you know what I mean? So I have to feel good about him. Like, you know what I mean? Like, literally, that's what he was doing.
Yeah, so like when women be saying to other women, like when you date a man, look at how he treat his mother or talk about his mother. Shit, ask that nigga about his dad. Like ask him. First of all, see how he talk about his dad. He talk about that man like he went above and beyond, and you find out that man wasn't even there. That's a red flag. That's a red fucking flag.
Right. Right. Because what Hollywood did too was kind of crazy because he described what his grandmother did, like really raised him to be a good person, in society, basically. And said his dad showed him how to be just tough in the streets, right? But within that conversation, he even tried to take some of the things that his grandmother taught him and try to make it seem that that's what his dad taught him. In real time, he literally tried to take away some of the things that his grandmother taught him and make it seem that that's what his dad taught him. That was wild to me.
And that was my other point too, because like even when a man get married and they be like, my wife made me a better man, you mean that woman had to raise you then? Cause like what do y'all not talking about collaboration and compromise. You talking about like fucking day-to-day life skills, how to manage shit, how to organize shit. It's a no. It's a motherfucking no. Let's see. Hazel Eyes, come up here. Some of y'all don't want to come up on the panel because y'all scared. You gotta take these out. I think I want this one. These two are the ones that's for them. I'm trying to cook.
I could tell cousin Hazel's story. Hell, we was raised up together.
I believe you.
I could tell you his blue-eyed daddy wasn't worth shit. I can tell you right now. No, I'm playing. I'm joking, Hazel. I'm joking. I am joking.
No, fucking shit. You cooking. What you mean?
I don't want you to think I'm being for real. I am joking. Uncle Charlie was a good man. He was a good man.
I think this was a good live, y'all. I like this one. Hollywood being babysat right now. That shit is crazy. Sister Soldier, this your man's?
That's what I'm about to say. I'm like, Sister Soldier. Is this your man? Because you can grab him right down and take his tail home.
I think I'm gonna wrap this one up. You going live today, Mia?
I am.
All right, Hollywood. Not you in the car, nigga. Not you. You's a motherfucking lie. You some. Not this nigga in the comments. I'm done. I'm done with y'all.
That was crazy.
What the fuck? I can't with y'all. I'm done. That's crazy. But real quick though, y'all niggas need to start supporting the live goal because y'all expecting motherfuckers to do all this work for slave labor is fucking crazy. Because apparently the shit I be saying being recycled in other people's videos, being talking points and shit. Now I ain't talking about the same people. Y'all know who I'm talking. Nigga, we know you eating. Stay down in the comments and eat. What the fuck is you talking about? I'm saying like the same ones. Hazel Wise, that nigga got 1 million homes. Can't contribute to the fucking live goal though. Like, but stay wanting to tell your story. Like, that's fucking crazy. So like, if we gonna be here, nigga, you not even watching Netflix. You always here with us. Support
Not
the
cousin
fucking
Hazel.
live.
Not
Definitely cousin Hazel. Cousin Hazel don't do shit. He ain't put shit in the cash app. He ain't did shit. But I'm calling your shit. I'm calling you out on your shit, Hazel.
Not cousin Hazel.
Thank you, Drika. It's always, I'm telling you, it's always the women. It's always the women.
I got your back, cousin Hazel.
That's crazy. Not you want to give credit to the nigga. That's crazy.
Nah. I gotta live my truth.
That was male centered as a motherfucker.
Exactly. I gotta live my truth. I gotta be who I am.
I'm gonna clap that shit and make a video.
Hey, and clock that I was gifting you while simultaneously supporting the memes. The fuck you mean? I'ma support the memes. You can't attack the men. What the hell? You gonna attack the men and Dab gonna make a live about you and dumb you the fuck down. We can't have that. We gotta support the men. She's somewhere teething right fucking now. Mad as a motherfucker. Not seething, but teething. Mad as a motherfucker. Cause we ain't support the men's properly. So I'm here to say terror to your face. Leave Hazel alone. He's an innocent man.
You're right, because I did hear that we be putting them niggas in danger. So, like, let me back off. I didn't realize my comments was putting that man in danger.
Exactly. You gonna get that man hurt. No, you can't do that.
That's crazy.
I got your back, Hazel. Don't worry about it.
That nigga ain't even in here no more.
Oh.
He done ran. He done ran away.
But y'all check my video out that I posted on this page right here. Y'all check the video out so y'all can catch the Whistler herself lying in 4K. She added so much to the story, so just follow it and more to come. I got y'all.
I ain't gonna make my video today. I'm gonna make them later though.
I ain't playing.
I'm gonna look at your video and copy your shit.
Hey, I support it.
I'm gonna cite my source though. That's the difference.
That's gonna be the difference. I made the live go, sir.
It's already mad. What you mean with a lot? You could have just contributed at this point. That's crazy.
Just follow Tara into my live so you can get some more understanding. You seem like a good listener. Shout out to you.
Not your bad. All that tapping, you could have tapped again. That's crazy. Okay, whale.
Oh, whale.
All right. That was
Damn.
cute.
That
I like
was
it.
nice. But I think they got a hidden meaning. Don't fucking play Black Dad and I got Tara. Don't worry about it. She ain't like that.
Let me find out we got fundraisers at the end of the fucking live. That's crazy.
Out of all the things you could have seen, you sent the whale coming out some water.
He gonna tell us what that mean later.
I'm gonna make up my own meaning, and that's the narrative I'm gonna spin. Don't worry about it. He did eat it. Ashley, he did eat with it. I'm hating. This what it look. All I had was 88 coins to give. So okay. He said he randomly just picked one up. It's okay. All right. Okay.
Right. And come back, shit, and support the live. Come back on from the panel because at least you had something. These niggas be struggling.
Right.
He did have some. I give you some. Oh, one more thing. Stop apologizing because I was like, but you came through. But stop apologizing because everything ain't sorry. Okay, you just stand on business and learn, and it's all right.
Yeah, nothing wrong with learning.
Yeah, look at Sharon. Sharon, you gotta circle the block. Liz had a question for you. But not in this live because I'm about to end this shit. Hold up, Mia, before I end it. How long before you go home or gotta go to the store?
I'm home right now. I want to take a bath, but I'll take one on the live.
You can start the live and get in the bath. That's the best ones.
Yeah.
For real.
But
you been in the bath and motherfuckers running their mouth. It's entertainment.
I be like, ooh, but then I be rushing out and having water all over the floor because you know when you big, it don't be just a little sprinkle of water. It be like a puddle. So I be having to kind of measure it out a little bit.
You gotta get one of them phone cases that you take to the beach.
Yeah.
One of those.
Oh, and that way I could just okay, all right.
You living the best life.
Innovative. Dex, don't give me no tips, Dex.
Shut down before I can even start.
Oh, Sharon said he's still at the gym. Sharon, how big you want your arms to get?
Sharon a working out fool.
He's never not at the
Popping
gym.
the fuck out of them damn weights.
He better not be doing nothing strange at the gym. Sharon, post a receipt.
Shenron, the weights are tired.
Them motherfucking weights hate to see you coming.
Like, God damn.
And how many times has he been up on this panel while he's been at the gym? I don't believe that. I don't believe that.
We don't like when he at the gym. That shit sound funny. We believe he in the gym. He love it at the gym.
No, I'm just saying, like, that's not like he when he's wanted to come up on the panel, the gym hasn't stopped him before.
Hold on, Nikki, how you gonna drop Sharon? He ain't even want to panel. What?
Pretty Nikki crazy. A preemptive drop is diabolical. Well, look, I'm about to get ready to get set up because y'all know I'm slow as molasses, but I'll see y'all in a minute.
Yeah, I'm about to sit down and do some shit.
Okay.
But I didn't do my seminar today. Let me say this real quick. I moved it until where the fuck is that? Let me find my shit. I moved it to the mall because one, I was sick. And then Fuck, I ain't gotta give y'all a big story, but I am. I am. So yeah, I just got this account back. I was on 24-hour ban. And then I didn't want to do it today. There's too much shit going on. Hopefully a bunch of shit don't happen tonight, cause shit, I'll keep pushing it back. But we're gonna do it tomorrow, 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. For the people who feel like that time don't work for them, y'all gonna have to do it. Y'all gonna have to play it back when y'all got some free time, because the evenings is for the tussle. We do this shit on the daytime. Yeah, Ashley, just message me so I can remember. I can send it to you. It's 3 lives. The first one was ego development, metacognition. Second one was internal misogyny, and this one's gonna be motherhood under patriarchy. So yeah, come if y'all subscribe, come back tomorrow at 1 p.m. Eastern Standard Time so we can do this shit. I've been doing all my research and shit. Y'all know how I go. All right, I see you over in Mia Live and however long she take or whatever. I appreciate all the support and everybody showing up. I might run this topic back again. We'll see. I'll see y'all later.
See you
Bye,
later.
y'all.